Welcome back to the world of Higurashi, Chapter 7, Minagoroshi, where hopefully today will be the final stream for Chapter 7, which means we only have one chapter left, and oh my gosh, it's a big deal, but we're almost there. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think anything good will happen. Only good things have been happening. So it needs to balance out somehow, you know? It's gotta balance out somehow. Okay. So, they refused? Yes. Got a call from the local government section. Child Consultation Center has no intention of listening to us. Right, okay. Oh, it's crazy how far this goes down. Like, the line. Ugh. Still trying to do what they can, but we don't have much time. I even told them that we have no time to spare. The mayor came to the school before noon to explain to us what went down with the officials. We had all gathered in the teacher's office to meet with him. Wow. I don't know the head of the center personally, but he's a pretty tough guy to go against the will of Hinamizawa. Right. Because they want to treat them all equally, and that means no special... Okay. He used to work for the prefecture, so he's not familiar with the town council here. He's not treating this like it's a big deal. He's kind of stupid. This isn't any ordinary village he's up against. This is Hinamizawa.
What a sad guy.
We'll just have to fight them. I spoke with the other council members, and we all agreed that we can't stay quiet anymore. After all, we can't just nod our head in defeat and back down after I put our name out there.
We'll be heading to the consultation center after this ourselves.
Okay. I'll get right on arranging for the town council to send some people too. I'm worried. I'm about to go consult Oreo-san on how to handle this. Really? You shouldn't consult. Yeah, this isn't like the dam conflict though. It's an ordinary Saturday. I really don't think she wants to be involved. Isn't it going to be difficult to get people to go? Don't worry, Kei-chan. This isn't a city. People are out there farming every day of the week. Whether it's a Saturday or a Tuesday, doesn't really matter to them. It won't be that difficult to find people who are willing to help out. I see. I tend to think of adults as people who work at big companies. But this is Hinamizawa. I almost forgot about that. Okay. How can you ever forget about that? Regular government offices usually close at noon on Saturdays, but the Child Consultation Center is open until 3 p.m. Will we all be there at 1? I can't promise you how many people I'll be able to bring along, though. Doesn't matter how many people we get, as long as we get people. Thank you for your help.
I'm so glad that there are more adults are involved now.
Yeah, this is going to make a huge difference. That's true.
The number of people we get will depend on what Oreo says.
That's true. We'll see how serious she is about helping us based on how many people show up. Two people. The hag's in a good mood, as my mother says, then we might get about 30 people. From both the staff and the youth group. I think that's a fair guess.
30 adults plus 10 children? It sounds better than yesterday.
I'm coming too. I'll bring my megaphone. Oh, okay. Yes. Your legendary megaphone. I thought it was broken. That's the one I used to have. The riot squad broke it. Oh. Ah, the memories. I can feel the spirit of Onigafuchi making my blood boil. Seems like we're going to be holding a festival on the day before Watanagashi too. To the consultation center! Does that mean Watanagashi's tomorrow?
I wonder if they're still going to tell us that there's no evidence of abuse just because she hasn't admitted to it yet.
It's pretty likely. How are things on your end, Rika-chan? Were you able to persuade Satoko to seek help? Probably not.
I did my best. It's all up to her now.
I wish Satoko would stop being so stubborn. Sis, there are both times one should and shouldn't be stubborn. I can understand how Satoko must feel. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
She might not want any help from us. But we wouldn't be her real friends if we couldn't see how scared she is.
What the frick? You have a Rena emoji? I was debating drawing some Higurashi emojis. I agree. It'd be easy if Satoko asked us for help. But it'll be too late if we wait for that to happen. Oh god. The brigaders are happening.
Ah.
Even though they are brigaders. It's fine. I've never had brigaders that crazy before. The battle is on, isn't it? Nah, we're good. We're good. Anyway. There's a child in the middle of a busy street. You pull her to the sidewalk before talking to her. Sometimes actions have to come before words.
Right. That's a good example. We have to pull her back to the sidewalk first.
I've heard what's going on. Now, let's all get back to the classroom and start homeroom. Go home and eat your lunches before you go to the child consultation center, okay? It's not good to skip meals. At that point, everyone was thinking there wouldn't really be 30 adults there to support us. However, we were wrong. I had no idea how serious Hinamizawa can get. By the time I get there with my 10 classmates, the quiet atmosphere around the library had completely disappeared.
Oh my goodness. Are all these people from Hinamizawa?
Not just Hinamizawa. I see some people from Okinawa too. Okinomiya, not Okinawa. Okinomiya. You're right. Some of them are even here in their work uniforms. What an incredible sight.
Looks like audio got really serious.
Apparently. This really is like old times. How I've missed the way I felt during the dam conflict. Yay! What's going on today? Hey, Kamada-kun. Well, I just called on the whole village to come here. Thought you'd only be able to get kids. How'd you get all these adults here too? You're making me weak in the knees, man! Oh, there's so many working adults. Huh? Little girls are mankind's greatest treasure. Of course, this many of our comrades would gather here. Oh my god. Not only had many people shown up, but many different kinds of people too. Wonder how many people there are.
I think there's well over 100 so far. More people are still on their way too.
Maibara-san, I'm sorry for being late. What an amazing crowd you've got together. This is the power of Onigafuchi. I've heard about this power before, but this is something else. It's reminding me more and more of the dam conflict, as everybody keeps saying. But to get this many people to show up, Keiichi-kun, you're amazing. You're the new face of Hinamizawa. Keiichi-kun! There sure are a lot of them, huh? Kimiyoshi-san, how many people did you talk to? Not quite sure. We just used the phone list and asked people to gather for a meeting of the Onigafuchi Guardians. Okay. Everyone left work and came right here. Hey, you there. This movement is an initiative of the town council, so don't use a banner with the name of the Onigafuchi Guardians on it, okay?
I see Keiichi-kun's father. Hello.
Hello, Rona-chan. Keiichi, I'm here to support you. Your mom wanted to come here too, but she had to stay home and wait for a phone call. She says to do your best and keep at it. I will, thank you. I've heard the stories about the dam conflict, but this is impressive. You're representing all of these people, right? Yeah. I was only representing 5 of us in the beginning. But it's grown so big now that I don't care if there are 100 or 1,000 people here. No matter what, I will do everything I can to save my friend.
Keiichi. This is it.
Yep. Our force of arms is more than enough. Those losers are peeping at us through the curtains right now. They must be quaking in their boots. Sir, do you see all those people? What shall we do? There's nothing to do, other than our jobs, of course. They want to protest, let them. Need to leave for a business trip now, so you can handle them. But there's a banner that says, we want to talk with the head of the office. See? Ugh. The banner was the same one that the Onagafuchi Guardians had used in the past. They brought along as many banners as they could reuse. This one said, the head of the office, but originally it meant the head of the construction office. Oh my god. Of course, the head of the Child Consultation Center didn't know about that. Spoke with those representatives the other day. According to the people from the city hall, these Hinamizawans have good memory. Hinamizawans? The first time I've heard that. They see you walking outside to the parking lot, they'll recognize your face. Sir, there are some people protesting by the back door too. What do you mean? Are they going to kidnap me or something? During the dam conflict, it wasn't uncommon for people to get injured. If you could postpone your business trip, I'd recommend you do so. I guess that'd be for the best. It's not an emergency, so I'll just stay here for today. The next moment, a crackling noise of a speaker echoed outside. They're getting serious. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me? This is the Hinamizawa Town Council. We're sorry for causing trouble in our neighborhood. Testing. They were adjusting the output of the speakers. A few trucks carrying those speakers were parked outside. Oh my god, there's trucks. Head of the consultation center finally realized in that moment what it really meant to fight against the village of Hinamizawa. There's so many people out there, they might barge in at any minute. If they come inside, they'll disturb our work. Don't let them in. It was a half an hour past the appointed assembly time. The mayor told me that there were still a few more people on their way. Even more people are going to show up. When I counted up all the people here already, and found that there were more than 150 of them. I really doubt we can get this many people, this many to come back Monday afternoon. Hopefully we can finish this today. Alright, Keiichi-kun, let's begin. Mayor gave me the green light. Wanted us to chant our slogan in chorus before going inside. It really was like a real protest. That's because it is.
Mi-chan, do you think all of us can fit inside that tiny office? Do you think so?
Of course we can't all fit. We'll split up into those who can go in, and those spilling out. That's why we had everyone start chanting together before we go in. Sis, you can't break or kick anything today. Like I'd ever do something like that. You got me in so much trouble when you pretended to be me doing all that. Oh my god, of course you would. Hey, isn't that Oishi-san? Didn't expect to see him here. I didn't expect to see him here. Of course, he's my mahjong friend. He came here to support me, even though he's not from Hinamizawa. Oh, no, he's gonna be here on behalf of the Child Consultation Center. Oh, or not. Maebara-san, hello there. Oishi-san, you're here right on time. We're getting ready to go inside now, right now. Oishi was accompanied by a few of his own men. Brought along 4 police officers in uniform. Oh god. Maebara-san, I need to have a little chat with you. Oh, hello there, Mayor Kimiyoshi. Hello, Oishi-san, what brings you here? I need to have a talk with the two of you right now. May I? Yeah, of course, I freaking knew it. Oh, and can it be in private, please? Eh? What do you need from us? Well, you're on government property here. Obstructing it for any reason is prohibited. Oh my god. I was really taken aback. Thought we were just getting started, but Oishi-san, and by that I mean the police, are telling me to break up the crowd. What do you mean? The government isn't going to listen to the voice of its citizens? Look, we're not doing anything wrong. We're here to ask them to help Satoko. Why is that such a bad thing? You're protesting here without permission, for one. Also, there's a policy at the Child Consultation Center which allows the caretaker of the building to dismiss any client when he feels they're disrupting their service. The caretaker of the building? Who is that? Well, that would be the head of the office here. What a cheap trick. You won't even let us speak our minds? Where are we supposed to protest, then? We have to get off the property. Can we do it across the road? True. you want to use public roads, you have to get permission from the public safety department first. You have to contact them through the police. In other words, you have no choice but to disband for today. My, Bar-san. Seems they really do hate you. This is ridiculous. I don't believe this. There's so many people here in support of Satoko. And you're saying we can't even talk to them? Our friends soon all came running over. Oishi-san explained the situation to them, and they reacted exactly the same way I did. No way! That's horrible!
No matter what we say to them, all they do is jot down the amount of people in the group. That's why we brought lots of people here today.
But they do have a right to refuse us. There's nothing we can do about that. We have to either listen to the police or disregard what they say entirely. The damn conflict's been over for a while. I don't want to play that game anymore. That game? Since when is Satoko's life a game to you, sir? Damn it! What are we going to do then? Do we have to just leave and come back later? Same thing will happen when we do. They'll just call the police again. The head of the consultation center has no intention of letting us in there ever again. We must have really upset him.
So what are we going to do now?
We'll just have to be patient. We can't protest on their property, we'll just have to do it from across the road. Seeing that every day will put a lot of pressure on them. It's gonna take way too long. Government is like the Yakuza. It'll get more complicated if we keep making them mad. Yeah, I guess. So even the Onikafishi Guardians can't do anything about this? How pathetic. Can't you do something about this, uncle? Shion-chan, in a battle like this, you have to be patient. They're refusing us so blatantly, just like the construction office did in the dam conflict. So we'll just have to surround them and dig in for a prolonged fight. But that's not going to work. There's so many people here. I was supposed to end this today. Satoko didn't come to school again today. Her uncle called and claimed that her cold had resurfaced. Promised that she'd be back on Monday. But hearing that wasn't any relief to us. Today's Saturday. There are 2 more days until then. Nothing is guaranteed for Satoko. In the world I imagined, it was too late to save Satoko by the day before Watanagashi. Satoko in real life hasn't gotten to that point yet. But nothing guarantees that she'll be fine in just 2 days. I don't know if she'll be sane the next time we see her. So this is going to be a stalemate? Do we really have to wait until they make their final decision?
No, Keiichi-kun. We have no time to waste for Satoko-chan. I just know that something bad is going to happen. We got help from this many people, yet we can't even go inside the building.
Rika-chan said that with tears in her eyes. Damn it. I told Rika-chan that I could defeat anything if I put my mind to it. Technically, you still can, but... Never mind. I don't want to give up here. Even a few days ago, we never imagined that we'd get this many supporters. We got approval from the town council, even from Mion's grandma. What else am I supposed to do? What can we do to make our wish come true? Is there something we haven't done yet? Son of a bitch! Oh yeah, Keiichi never says that. Rika-chan, you don't have to look so sad.
Me?
We're doing everything we can. You believe that, right? Yeah, I believe we did everything we can do. We just have to wait for the wind to come. We just have to wait. Sure, that strong wind is on its way. When is that? Damn it. Oh no. That's Satoko's house. Frick. Satoko was sleeping like the dead. He didn't send her to school. That annoying teacher might come to harass him again. He really wanted her to go to school today. However, no matter how much he forced her to wake up, she collapsed and went back to sleep. Touched her forehead and realized that she had a high fever. If you send her to school like that, they might say something about it. He had no choice but to call to school and tell them that she's sick again. She asked him many questions, but Teppei told her that she really was sick this time. Oh my god. 1 hour later, he realized he said something he shouldn't have to the teacher. Ever since he took Satoko in, there had been nothing but trouble. Teacher came to visit him the day after he took her. He received calls every so often, too. They're all from the Child Consultation Center. Every single one of them told him to put Satoko on the phone. Teppei was still certain that Satoko wouldn't give him up, because of her fear that he'd destroy Satoshi's room if he did. However, he wasn't sure how long she'd keep her silence. In short, Teppei had no idea whether or not Satoko would continue to do as she was told. The only thing he knew for absolute certain was that he couldn't control her forever with fear alone. He could frighten her with just a look, but that fear wouldn't last for a very long time. He wanted to leave the house before Satoko got him into trouble. But in order to do that, he needed to find the bank book as soon as possible. Satoko was sleeping like an abandoned kitten inside of a wrinkled blanket. Oh. She was sweating heavily and breathing deeply. Both were signs of a very high fever. Teppei wasn't concerned in the least, of course. Instead, he felt that this was his chance. In that state, she wouldn't notice if he went into Satoshi's room. He promised her that he wouldn't mess around in there as long as she stayed obedient to him. In reality, he went inside Satoshi's room while Satoko was at school, but he was very careful about putting everything back into place. However, by this point, he'd had enough. He was anxious to leave as soon as he could. Even Teppei could tell that Satoko's fever wasn't from a cold, but from emotional distress. If she got even sicker, it could cause even more trouble for him. He slowly creeped up the stairs, heading for Satoshi's room. Tried to open the door slowly, but it was stuck on something. He assumed that he just hit the furniture with the door, but the next moment, crash! He heard the loud noise of falling metal. Something had been stuck behind the door, and had knocked over something on the bookshelf. Teppei clicked his tongue. He'd been planning to sneak into Satoshi's room while Satoko was asleep. Shortly after that, he heard Satoko running up the stairs. She wasn't running just because she heard a noise. She was running because she's heard a noise from Satoshi's room, and that meant that Teppei was trying to get inside it.
Stop! Stop! Don't go inside Nini's room!
Ah, fuck, I was just trying to look around for a minute. No damn luck. All I need is some cash. I need some cash! I know there's a bank book inside this room. I know that you hid it in there. Be a good girl and tell me where it is.
I don't know anything about a bank book. It's not inside Nini's room. Don't mess around in there. Leave it alone until he comes home. Nini!
Shut the freak up. Satoko let out a dull cry as she went rolling across the floor. Oh, Nini. Satoko's screams echoed around the room. Hitting her would leave a mark, but then the Child Consultation Center would harass him and maybe more than that. The man of violence, it was already stressful enough to be warned not to hit her. Once he hit her on impulse like he just did, his restraint was... What? His restraint was all gone? Satoko was crying and holding her left cheek. She might have suffered a cut on the inside of it when he punched her. She had bloody drool trickling out of the corner of her mouth.
What?
Okay, so basically what happened was that, they took 150 people to the Child Consultation Center, and everything was doing great. They were like, oh, yippee, we're protesting, whatever. And then Oishi came and was like, hey, they have asked us to, like, escort you off the property. Like, you can't be here, this is government property. And it's like, what the frick, Oishi? What are you doing? And then, all of a sudden, we flash back to, him trying to break into the room. And Satoko is upset, of course. And Satoko has a high fever. And that's it. Yeah, traitor, literally. Oishi's a freaking traitor. Like, he came up with police people in uniform, and I was like, okay. Alright. Yeah, okay.
Darn it.
Center's gonna be back here next week. I'm gonna be in real shit if it's still swollen by then. Oh, god damn it. This is more trouble than it's worth. Quit it with the nee already. Are you supposed to be a broken record or something? Oh, can it? Teppei kicked her and she curled up on the floor. Ever since Rina had abandoned him, nothing good had happened at all. All he got was a whiny little girl. All she can do is cook and clean. Other than that, she just acts scared all the time. Well, who made her like this? Who made her like this? Once Satoko started crying like an infant, Teppei had also lost his mind. I said, shut up! Didn't you hear me? Who are you whining to? Oh, God. Okay. Well, they tried their best, honestly. They really did. I don't know what else they can do. This has to be the turning point. I mean, Watangashi is tomorrow. So. Damn it. Oishi-san, will you leave us alone for today? Satoko's in danger as we speak. Hey now. You touch me, I can arrest you for obstructing the law. Okay, Oishi, shut up! Oishi, come on! Damn it. We're such friends in this version, stop! Stop it, Kei-chan, he's just trying to piss you off. Hey, old man. You won't live long with that kind of attitude. Oh, now I'm scared. If you keep on talking to me like that, I'll arrest you for threatening an officer. Oh. Ooh-hoo-hoo. You can't ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo saying it's going to... Oh my god.
Calm down, Keiichi-kun. He's on our side.
What? What are you saying, Rena?
Can't you see? He's being nice to you right now. He's saying these things because he's a policeman, but I think he's still on your side. If he really wanted to make us leave, he wouldn't be talking to us like this. He'd simply use force.
But he's still blocking our way right now. How can he still be on our side? Oishi-san, you've got a call on the cruiser from the chief. Oh, thanks. I gotta go for now. Start vacating the area, please. If you take another step forward, I'll take it as a declaration of war. Got it memorized? Got it memorized? What is... You can't make a Kingdom Heart reference before the game is made? Unless this is after the game was made. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. God damn it. Hello, Oishi here. Reading you loud and clear. Oishi-san, how's the situation there? It's fine. Everyone's being perfectly reasonable. There are quite a lot of people here, so it's taking time to break them up. Really? We're still getting calls from the Child Consultation Center. They're wondering when he can get them out of there. They'll leave soon. I've already spoken to the leader. It's taking time for him to explain it to his people. If they call again, tell him to wait for a little bit. Heard that the Onigafuchi Guardians are back in action. Seems like it's not getting too messy this time. Yes. Damn conflict has been over for a long time. Let's give him a little bit to pack up and leave. Oishi-san, how could you lie to him like that? You haven't made any progress in persuading the leader yet. Now, is that really a lie? Chief warned us that this could turn into a riot. I think we should call for help and shut this down before anything happens. Kuma-chan, don't be mean. Excuse me? Oh, heck. Let's get this many people together in order to help his friend. That's no small feat, you know. The whole village is here, and that means he persuaded Odio Sonozaki. Wouldn't it be easy for a young boy like him to persuade the Empress? Think Odio Sonozaki is backing this crowd? The girl they're trying to help is Satoko Hojo, the daughter of the dam supporters. It's hard to believe that the villagers would be trying to save her. There was a thick wall between them and the Hojo family. But he broke that wall down in just a few days. Actually, I've been following his progress up to this point. I saw him at their Watsunagashi planning meeting. He's a damn courageous boy. The elders screamed and yelled at him, but he wasn't scared at all. He magnificently brought them over to his side. After that, they told him that they'd support him if he could also persuade Odio. Since he's here today, he apparently also succeeded in doing that. He's going to be someone big one day. You should probably get close to him while you still can. That is crazy. That is such high praise from Oishi. I don't think he's ever said anything that positive about Keiichi before. I mean, he's said good things about Keiichi in the past, but never that crazy. Nuhuhuhu. I knew it. I knew you were taking it easy today. You're normally very direct, so I was surprised when he started negotiating with him. I want to see Mayabara-san earn a little credit today. Oishi said something he shouldn't say as a policeman. Kumagai had to struggle to understand what he meant. Giving Oishi a thin smile, he asked him a question. You want to leave without disbanding them? Oof, nah, we don't need to treat them special. You don't know anything about the Onagafuchi Guardians, you and Mayabara-san both. They're not as weak as you think. You'll see. You wanna wait and see what they do, huh? As usual, we're doing a thankless job. Oof, want a cigarette? Kumagai accepted the offer, taking a cigarette from Oishi's hand. The next moment, 2 black vehicles stopped short in front of the building, their brakes screaming under the stress. Hopefully it's not the Yakuza. There they come. Look closely, Kuma-chan. Several men wearing well-tailored suits emerged from the vehicles. What? Some of them looked like muscle-headed gangsters, and some of them looked, more resembled intelligent businessmen. There was a clearly overbearing old man in a hakama with a crest. What looked like a whole circle of Yakuza leaders arrived after him. Is Keiichi Maibara present? Where is he? I'm Keiichi Maibara? How may I help you? Don't worry, we're on your side. Who are you exactly? Oh, hey, Uncle! Why are you here? I can't believe he actually showed up. Shion and Mion's surprised reactions made me feel nervous. Keiichi-kun, you're the leader here. There's no need to hesitate. Let's go. A group of men clapped me on the shoulders. But I can't go. The police are here. Alright, stop right there, boys. I'm Oishi from Okinomiya PD. Good afternoon. Where are you all heading? Who do you think you are? How could you stop law-abiding citizens from conducting a protest? Well, Sonozaki-sensei, we're here because the Child Consultation Center called us here. Sonozaki-sensei? Is he a teacher from some school? Wait, no, I don't have time to joke around. This man in a hakama must be the Sonozaki family's representative on the prefectural assembly. But that he's a really scary guy when he raises his voice, just like Mion's grandma. Shut up! Get away, you damn pig! Who gave you orders to get in their way? The chief of police ordered us here. Can't disobey him, you know. The Okinomiya police chief. He's gonna hear for real complaints from me later. Tell him to be ready. Oishi's partner was doing his best not to laugh. Oh god. Okay, I'll relay that message to him. Anyway, there are rules in this city. Like how the caretaker of a building can order people to vacate their property. He thinks that they can cause trouble for his business. So Oishi explained in a strange, half-troubled and half-delighted manner. One of the intelligent-looking guys started talking instead of representative of Sonozaki. Hello, I'm the attorney, Sonozaki, from the Sonozaki Law Consultancy Office. Oh my god, the law office! He's a freaking attorney? Oh my god! I went over the laws that apply to the Child Consultation Center. Their claim is unjust, and it would be considered an abuse of their official authority. Here's a copy of the regulations. Furthermore, Keiichi Maibara-san is appointed leader of the Hinamizawa Unified Council. This is the power of the attorney issued by the council. The Hinamizawa Unified Council is a Good Samaritan organization of citizens formed under the observation of the Shishibone local government section. That makes him a proper representative of the organization, and he went through the proper channels. Rejecting his appeal is a clear abuse of authority and violates the municipal police public servant regulations. Therefore, the order made by the head of the Child Consultation Center is unlawful, and if the police continue to interfere with this movement, then... Okay, I understand. My apologies. Well then, you can carry on, everyone. That's what you should have said from the beginning! Let's go, Keiichi-kun! Wait, you might be disrupting their business if everyone goes inside. Don't worry, only the representatives are going in. Is that even going to interrupt their business? With 4 couches in the visitors' room, I assume they can easily hold 10 people in there. I guess you know better. Please go. Go on ahead then. Maibara-kun, let's go! Nobody's going to stop us now! Oh, yes, sir! Rena, Mio, Shield, Rika-chan! We're going in!
Yeah, let's go. Is this all a part of Audio's plan?
Probably. I didn't think she'd talk to these guys, too. Dude, audio going all out. This is crazy. No matter how you look at it, it's the Sonozaki family giving us the most support. I wonder what made the hag change her mind.
I'm not surprised at all. I always believed that Mi-chan's grandma would help us.
Really? Said some nasty things to her last night. Right now I could kiss her. Oh my god, hold on, I need to get my cat off my freaking computer! Why? Why? Also, I'm gonna turn the fan on because it's freaking hot in here. I'd be jump scared when I get out of the chair. That's insane. Okay. Can you even hear the fan? The fan's really loud. Hopefully you can't hear it. If you can hear it, let me know and I'll silence it. It's pretty freaking loud. Oh, anyway. Okay.
Alright, everyone, we're going inside.
Yeah! Crowd cheers! The main event is about to begin. Gilfware. We're just talking about Sonozaki's Jima, Mion's Jima. Barbara-san, please save Hojo-san! Help rescue Satoko-chan! Hey, boy, good luck! This is your show. We wish you luck. Angel War Grenaders. Secure the path of retreat. Support the charge. Kay, show us what you got. I will. I'm going to get them. And by get them, I mean get them. Barbara-san, we'll wait for you here. We look forward to hearing the good news. Yes, bring us good news. I'll be waiting for you too. I pumped my fists in the air to respond to their high expectations. We entered the Child Consultation Center backed by the power of the Sonozaki family. I finally made it. It was cool inside the building, unlike the outside world. You could still hear the crowd, but at a lower volume. It was loud enough to hear their cheers. Staff in the building must have known who we were. They tried to concentrate on their work, as if they didn't see us. Hello, sir. May I help you today? I'm Maebar Keiichi. I'm here to request that Satoko Hojo be put under protection immediately. Just go get the person in charge here. A representative of the Hinamizawa Town Council is here to see him. He is unable to see you at this time. I will take a message for him. Hello. I'm a lawyer from the Sonozaki Law Consultancy Office. The purpose of its future use, I will be recording our conversation from this point forward. Dude, this guy's insane! This guy's awesome! I can't believe we get a real Sonozaki lawyer here. This is amazing. We would like to be treated responsibly by the Child Consultation Center. I will try and see if he's available. Please wait for a moment. Hariyama-kun, it's been a while. We're Representative Sonozaki. How have you been? I'm here today as a member of the Hinamizawa Town Council. May I see the head of the office, please? Of course. Hey, you. Take them to the reception area inside the boss's room and serve them some tea. Guess the power of representative can really get the public officials moving, especially when they're not a 14-year-old boy. Heard that there are both prefectural and municipal representatives in the Sonozaki family. We have the power of both of them today. And that means we have nothing to fear. Inside his office, the head of the office wasn't to be found. How was my Halloween? It was chill. It was chill. It was rainy and muddy, but it was chill. We watched I watched what was the movie? You know the ones that you watch every Halloween and you throw bread at the movie theater and people cosplay? That one, I saw that. I had already seen it, but it's just a good movie. So, it was good. It was good. Anyway. I'm sure he's somewhere in this building. All the exits are blocked. Oh my god. There's no way he could escape from us. Better not be thinking that he can hide from us all day. Head of the office, in fact, was peeping out through the blinds of the meeting room on the second floor. He was shaking in fear. Why are they inside the building? What are the police doing? Well, actually, both the prefectural and municipal Sonozaki representatives are here. They have a lawyer with them, too. They're asking for an answer, but only management has the authority to respond. Okay, I've got it. Today's Saturday. It's nearly 3, right? I'll just stay here until then. Have them leave after we close up. Meanwhile, I'll talk with the municipal manager about what to do next. I thought he told you to concede. Said something about a town council. I was expecting a bunch of neighborly old men. I never thought I'd see representatives and lawyers and yakuza. Who would have thought there would be 200 people out here? Well, that's Hinamizawa. They did warn you. They literally warned you. So many people warned you that this would happen. Why are you surprised? Anyway, the office is closing in 10 minutes. I'm sure they'll threaten me if I meet with them. But I'm not going to concede. That's my duty as a civil servant. I've been working for the government for 40 years and I'm not ashamed to boast about that. I'll never compromise just because some gangster threatens me. The next moment, the phone in the conference room rang loudly. The head of the office nearly jumped out of his skin. Scared even of the phone, he told the manager to tell whoever it is that he wasn't there. Oh my god. This is so funny. Hello? This is Hariyama. Oh, thank you. I'll let him know. Sir, is the municipally calling? Hello? I'm in deep trouble. There are about 200 people surrounding the consultation center right now. They even have representatives on their side. Oh, what should I do? I did tell you this would happen. But it's your job as a municipal government to control trouble within the town councils. Do something about this. It is your sworn duty to take care of this. That's not our job. Our job is to support the growth of the local communities of the region, and I don't care. Can't you do something about this? At this point, you have no choice but to accept the request. I think you should stop being so stubborn about policy. The government is there for its citizens, isn't that right? Oh, dude, somebody has some freaking sense. Oh my god. Can you just peacefully accept their appeal? You're an official too, aren't you? How dare you take the side of the town council? I'm not going to concede. I'm going to follow regulations. A civil servant's duty is to conduct business impartially. I've never broken that rule in my entire career. I passed the administrator's exam because I always follow the rules. Oh my god, this guy is the main villain of the entirety of Higurashi. Everything is this man's fault. Everything. Sir, it's the cringe department. They want to give you a medal. Yeah. Well, it's your decision. We'll do our best to help, but I told you, didn't I? I know I did. I know I told you not to get them upset. Fine, then I won't ask for your help anymore. I'm hanging up the phone. This guy, how old is this guy supposed to be? Like 60? And the way he's acting is like he's a freaking teenager. Click. Sir, even if you manage to get away from them today, they'll come back again on Monday. What are you going to do then? Sure that the mayor knows about this by now. So definitely come up at the weekly meeting. I haven't done anything that would upset the mayor. No matter what he says to me, that's what I'll tell him. Eek! The phone rang once again. Also, once again, the head of the office trembled in fear. The manager had to reluctantly pick up the phone. Yes? Can you transfer it here? Yes, this is the right office. One moment, please. Sir, you have a call from City Hall. City Hall? Not the municipal office? Who is it now? It's the mayor. Oh my god. They got the freaking mayor. They got the mayor. Bro, they got the freaking Prime Minister of Japan. Oh, imagine. Yes, that's right. The members of the town council in Hinamizawa. Yes, I understand. Please listen to what they have to say. Now, that's not true. It's important to be impartial and unbiased. But you must act according to the occasion. Haha. Yes. Please do so. If you're done, please come to the mayor's office and give me your report. I expect you by 6 p.m. Ah. Thank you very much. The man spoke with a gentle demeanor, but in a tone that didn't allow objection. Then the elderly man in a double suit set the receiver down. Thank you for that. Odio was sitting on the couch in the reception area. Akane was there with her too. Not a problem. It's been a while since you visited City Hall. I was surprised to see you here today. Oh my god! Tsunezaki went to... Odio went to City Hall about this. Dude, when she got the call to action, she was like, we're getting this thing solved. Sorry for the surprise. If I'm going to ask someone a favor, I want to see them in person. Thank you, really. No problem at all. I'm sorry that our staff were so impolite. Should have taught them better. Maintaining a good relationship between municipal governments and town councils is vital. So he says. However, the mayor couldn't believe that Emperor Sonozaki came all the way to see him just to save one little girl. A huge deal when Odio Sonozaki comes directly to his office. It's unusual for her to do things indirectly to begin with. Rather than leading the charge herself, she was having Keiichi Maibara save Satoko. The mayor understood that she was doing this so Keiichi Maibara would get all the credit. Because of that, he was very interested in this young Keiichi Maibara. Dude, Keiichi's... Oh my god, he's becoming such an important, big person, and... Oh my god. This is such a wild timeline. Like, it's wild in a completely different way. Sounds like quite the young man. Can't believe that he's gone so far just to save his friend from an abusive relative. That's not that surprising, actually, you know? I know! He's one of a kind. I'm not worried about the future of Hinamizawa as long as someone like him is around. I can die peacefully now. I can die peacefully now! Dude! Oh my god, okay, yeah. Mion marries Keiichi. Keiichi becomes the head kingpin of Hinamizawa. Let's go. Please, mother, don't joke around like that. Ha ha ha. It was worth living this long if I was able to meet someone like him. Take care of that Keiichi boy if something happens again. You've grown so fond of him. Are you still mad at me for not having any boys? Oh my god. It was now 3 p.m. and I heard the announcement that the center was closing. The head of the office finally showed up in the room. Seemed like a totally different person. When I first met him, he had a cold attitude and responded to questions with blunt answers. And now he was much nicer and agreed with everything we said. Guess the power we held must have intimidated him. If I was alone, I would have never gotten him to listen to me. It's thanks to everyone's support that I'm able to talk to him now. I understand. I'm very sorry for all the confusion. We'll take action immediately. Manager, please call Hojo-san's house right now. Yes, sir. Satoko! Finally! Yes! Oh my god! You're finally free! Oh my god. But I don't think so. Teppei stopped kicking her as he heard the phone ring. He could ignore the call, but if someone from the child consultation center, they might become suspicious of him. It hurt Satoko enough to leave bruises. He couldn't let them visit. He had no choice but to deal with them over the phone. Shh, that's enough for now. You better remember where you hid the bank book by the time I come back. All Satoko could do was curl up and cry. Hello, who is it? Good afternoon, this is the Shishibone Child Consultation Center. Again? You guys have nothing better to do? Why don't you stop calling me and work on your other cases? You're getting paid with all the taxes I pay, you know. Very sorry to interrupt you. One of our social workers will be visiting your home shortly. May I get permission for them to enter the premises, please? No way! We're cleaning the whole house right now. We can't have any visitors today. Come back again some other time. Consultation center wouldn't give up. Teppei wanted to hang up the phone, but if he did, he knew that they'd show up for sure. I was told that Satoko-san didn't come to school today. She's home, isn't she? She's really sick. She should be resting at home, I expect. There's something quite urgent that I need to ask her. What the hell do you need her for? I'm her guardian, so I'll answer for you. I'll answer you instead. Are you refusing to put Satoko-san on the phone? Oh. I'm not refusing. I'm just saying that I'll answer your questions in her place. Can you see what I'm saying? What's your name anyway? I'm asking you one more time. May I speak with Satoko-san, please? Oh, damn it! Thought dealing with the government officials was a bit like playing whack-a-mole. If you hit them hard enough, they won't show up for a while. Oh my god. Today, whoever's on the phone seemed so proactive and self-assured. Teppei sensed that they'd definitely come to the house if he didn't put Satoko on. If they sounded like that over the phone, they came to the house, he might bring along more than just a couple of people. For all Teppei knew, he might even bring a police officer. If they did, he couldn't turn them away at the entrance. He knew too well just how scary police officers could be. Look, wait a minute. I'll go and wake her up. Give me some time. Covered the phone with his hand and spoke to Satoko downstairs. Oh, Satoko, the Child Consultation Center wants to ask you something. Can you come to the phone, please? Even though he had just been beating her, Teppei was addressing Satoko in a sweet, phony voice. It would disturb people to hear him talk like that. Satoko knew that his sweet voice was the scariest tone of voice he had. She couldn't refuse after hearing him talk like that, so she obeyed him and went upstairs. Teppei grabbed Satoko's shoulders with all his might and whispered in her ear. No matter what happens, we're a happy family, right? Don't you dare forget that, alright?
Yes.
Remember, if you upset me, I'll destroy Satoshi's room. If you behave well, I promise you I'll never enter his room again. Is that a deal? Huh? Huh? Squeezed their shoulders even tighter. Satoko contorted her face in pain. We're making up now, right? Huh?
Yes. We're a happy family.
Teppei gave the phone to Satoko as soon as she nodded. Stood behind her, continuing to grip her shoulders tight. It's like a raptor gripping its prey with its sharp talons. Satoko Hojo-san, this is Hariyama, speaking from the Child Consultation Center. How's everything going so far? Are you having any problems with Teppei-san? God. Volume on the phone was low enough that Teppei couldn't hear what they were saying. However, he squeezed Satoko's shoulders harder and urged her to say something, because her silence could be interpreted as a negative answer.
Yes, everything is working out between my uncle and I.
You don't have any problems with him? Sure, go ahead. Hello, Satoko! It's me, KG! Are you okay?
Yeah, it's safe here.
Satoko, we're about to come save you! If you admit that you need help, the Child Consultation Center will put you under the protection immediately! It's not just the center either. The mayor of Shishibone City is supporting us too. Crazy, isn't it? It's all thanks to the Sonozaki family. Mion's grandma's doing all of this for you! Satoko always felt bitter toward the Sonozaki family, because they were often the ones talking about her behind her back. She hated Oreo most of all. And it makes sense to her that Oreo would do anything to help her. I know you went through a lot of hard times after the dam conflict. I didn't notice it, but you were being treated coldly for a long time. But I took care of all those people for you. No one will ever treat you badly in Hinamizawa again. Wish I could show you all the people that have gathered around the Child Consultation Center right now. Everyone from Hinamizawa is here to save you. Even skipping the preparation for tomorrow's festival. Huh? Oh, sure. I have a message from the Sonozaki family. Mion's grandma said to say hello to you. Oh my god. She's sorry about how she treated you. She wants you to come visit her house sometime. You hear that? She's on your side now. She went to see the mayor in person just for you. But you know, the same goes for us too. We've been coming to the Child Consultation Center every day since you were taken away. Everyone has been supporting us, and all for your sake. And we have the whole village of Hinamizawa on our side. Hang on, Rika-chan wants to talk to you.
Satoko? It's Rika. Rika. Keiji brought it all to an end for you. The people of Hinamizawa aren't going to be mean to you anymore. So no one will ignore you when we go shopping together. They won't treat you differently from me anymore. No one will treat you coldly anymore.
Satoko wasn't sure if she should feel happy or sad that Rika noticed how badly the villagers were treating her. All she could do was let out a bitter laugh.
I can't believe that. Indeed, I can't believe it either. Rika?
Satoko was surprised. She was surprised to hear Rika's voice sound so mature over the phone. She almost sounded like a different person.
When you were taken away by your uncle, I thought it was an unchangeable fate. I gave up, thinking that there was nothing but a dead end ahead of us. I'm sure you felt that way too. But I found out that there's no such thing as fate. There's no dead end ahead of us. Keiichi broke that wall down and smashed it into a million pieces. Satoko, don't give in to misfortune anymore. We're almost there. All you need to do is nod your head. But I have to get stronger. That's because of how much you suffered. You're trying to overcome that. You felt guilty towards Satoshi because you hid behind his back when you were abused by your aunt. I know that you're trying to take Teppei's abuse as a form of self-punishment. I understand that you're trying to get stronger as an apology toward your brother. I can respect that courage, and it shows how much you've grown up. Satoshi would be proud of you if he was here right now.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
He would pat your head. He would pat it so gently. Nini. Did you really believe what I just said? It's not good, Satoko.
Wait, what? Huh? You're nowhere near as strong as Satoshi, not at all. Rika's words were suddenly toned with malice, penetrating Satoko's heart the moment she thought she was saved. No! No, 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 oh my god, no, 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 oh, frick, ah, frick, it's over, oh my god, no, dude. It has to be Hanyu. It has to be Hanyu doing this. It has to be. Oh my, dude, this hurts so bad, actually. No.
You think that taking this abuse will make you stronger? Is that really different from last year? You're just waiting here for Satoshi to come home. You're waiting for him to come back and save you again. I don't even know what kind of strength Satoshi held within him. Satoshi didn't just cry and quake in fear like you're doing. He fought. He fought his horrible aunt. He fought in order to save you. Remember the sight of Satoshi standing up to your aunt? The one you cried in terror from, with his arms spread wide to protect you? Satoshi was just as scared as Satoko was. All she'd ever seen was her brother's back. She had no idea what kind of expression he was wearing on his face. He didn't want to stand in front of his furious aunt. He had no choice. He wanted to protect his sister. Satoko never once saw how scared he was. She never once saw how courageous he was, in spite of that. Okay, no, we're still good. We're still good. Okay, I freaked out for nothing. We're fine. It's just the way she's talking. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Satoshi fought. He didn't just take the violence that was dealt to him. He fought it and struggled against it. I was no different from you once. I stopped fighting because I gave up.
That was a horrible way to phrase that. Yeah, it really was. Like, hold on. Can we just go back? Rika's words were suddenly toned with a malice, penetrating Satoko's heart the moment she thought she was saved. Like, what? This whole thing. This one section was not Rika. This section was not Rika at all. Maybe all this is Rika now, but that was not Rika. No way.
I stopped fighting because I gave up. I stopped struggling against it. I chose to accept fate and quietly endure my pain. I thought it was a waste of time to seek help, just like you. I was just waiting for someone to come along who would change my circumstances. I've decided to fight. That's why I'm on the phone with you right now. I'm going to change this fate on my own. I'm going to persuade you to nod your head. Satoko, it's right behind you. Isn't he? Yes.
Oh, I'm not gonna make the joke. It's not the right time, but, you know.
He's here. Look at his face now. See how evil and scary he looks? Realize how brave Satoshi was to fight back against that furious face. If you want to give something back to Satoshi, don't just take his abuse without seeking help. You have to do what Satoshi did for you. Can't you recognize that?
Satoko slowly looked back at her uncle, though she was afraid to do so. He was wearing an unpleasantly broad grin while gripping her shoulders so tightly. Ultimately, it wasn't even really about dealing with her aunt or uncle. It's about dealing with her fear. Satoshi faced his fear. He could have chosen to run from it, or to sit and take it, but he fought for his little sister instead. He fought that fear and didn't falter. And what was Satoko doing? She believed that the violence she was suffering was the punishment she deserved. However, Rika wasn't wrong. Satoko wasn't trying to gain strength at all. She was only shutting herself out until someone came to save her. She wasn't doing anything on her own. She was only waiting for someone else to do something about it. Satoshi faced it. He faced this fear. That was his strength.
Are you scared?
Oh wait, that's probably still Rika.
Are you scared? Are your teeth chattering? Are you feeling shivers running down your spine? It's exactly how Satoshi felt when he tried to protect you. You have to understand that. Do you know what Satoshi wanted from you? Do you know what he was trying to show you? If you don't know, Satoshi will never come back to you.
What's the deal? What's taking so long? Satoko was consumed by fear. Teeth were chattering. She felt shivers running down her spine. And that was what Satoshi felt every time she cried.
Show us your strength, Satoko. Show Satoshi how much you've grown up over the past year. Show Satoshi that you've grown up as brave as he is. Rika, but
Even if she asked for help that very minute, Tepe wasn't going to just disappear. When she asked for help, she needed to survive until someone physically came to her house to rescue her. Satoko ached all over her body. Wounds were pulsing around with her heartbeat. She could taste blood in her mouth. It wasn't as easy as Rika made it sound. One nod wasn't going to solve everything at once. They had no idea how hard it was for her to nod. What did her Nini look like when he protected her? She couldn't remember his face. She could remember the strength in his words. She even may have heard a little bit of fear in his voice. But even so, he still fought. Faced his fears and fought for her sake. Satoko was scared, just like Rika said. Her teeth were chattering and she felt shivers running down her spine. But she had to face him. She had to challenge him, to fight him, to break the cycle.
Satoko, I'm going to give the phone to an employee of the consultation center. Tell them with your own words. Yes. Yes. Show me that courage.
Hello again. Sarayama from the Child Consultation Center. Please allow me to ask you one more time. Are there any problems between you and your uncle? Oh, I'm gonna cry, man. Oh my god. Satoko looked at Teppei again as she listened to the question. Looked straight into the face of terror. All she ever did was hide behind Satoshi's back. Show me that courage. It wasn't only Rika. Her Nini was watching her too. Me. Excuse me? Can you please repeat that? Help me? Oh my god! The moment the words left her mouth, Teppei clocked his knees upside the head with every bit of strength he had in him. Satoko rode down the hallway, still clutching the telephone receiver. Oh, Satoko, you finally betrayed me, huh? I hate you. Get out of my house. This house Wait.
I hate you. Get out of my house. This house belongs to my Nini and me. This house belongs to my family. I hate you. Get out of here.
You little... Satoko wasn't going to just take a beating any longer. Instead, she spread her arms wide and jumped onto her uncle. Of course, that wasn't going to hurt Teppei at all. Satoko was weak as a newborn puppy to him. That was, however, the best attack she had at her disposal. Satoko was fighting for the first time in her life. She decided to stop waiting for somebody to save her. In the end, Satoko was the only one who could save herself. Enduring her uncle's violence had never meant anything at all. She had thought she learned something from her Nini, but she had mistaken this whole time. What's with that look in your eyes, huh? I'm gonna push your front teeth in. Just as Teppei raised his fist, someone loudly hammered on the front door. Teppei Hojo, open up! This is the police! Teppei couldn't help but jump in surprise. It had barely been a minute since Satoko asked for help over the phone. Open this door! If you don't, we're going to break it down! How did it turn out? How's Satoko-chan?
Satoko-chan asked for help. The Child Consultation Center is going to take action now.
She's still in danger. Teppei might kill her for betraying him. We had heard a violent noise right after she asked for help. In other words, Satoko had been brave enough to do that in front of her uncle. We have to get there right away. Can someone give us a ride? Several of the villagers who came by car started their engines. The crowd had started to realize what was going on. Damn it. Coming as fast as we can, Satoko. Oh, don't worry about that, Maibara-san. Police entered the Hojo residence not a moment ago. He wouldn't have any time to hurt Satoko-chan. What? But why? No idea. It's a mystery to me. Oh my god. Oishii. Oh. Oishii. Anyway, could you break up this crowd already? I'll be leaving for now, so excuse me. Have a good year. Have a good year? Wow, we're not gonna see him till next month, Nagashi.
Oishi must have contacted someone as soon as he heard Satoko ask for help. The police had surrounded Satoko-chan's house ahead of time?
I get it. They're suspecting him of Rina's murder. It all makes sense now. Wait, who's Rina? Wait, Rina's murder? Hold on. Somebody died. What? She died? Get in the car, everyone. Let's hurry back to Hirimizawa. There were several police officers combing the Hojo residence. Satoko was sitting by the porch, talking with another officer. She had some painful-looking bruises all over her face.
Satoko-chan, are you okay? Are you?
Do I look okay to you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Coach, she needs treatment right away. Let's take her to the clinic. Can you walk, Satoko-chan? Satoko nodded to the coach and stood up. It looked painful for her. Even so, I felt relieved to see her better than I expected. However, real bruises inflicted over her body were all too horrible to look at. I'll never forgive that man for abusing a little girl like her. Her body shivered in anger.
Satoko. Oh. Did you see what I did, Rika? I can act when it counts.
Oh, Oh.
Yes, I saw your courage. You won. You broke the bonds of fate.
Both Rika-chan and Satoko cried and hugged each other. I soon heard another car coming. Immediately knew who it had to be. It was Oishi's police cruiser. We should have acted more quickly. Sorry we weren't more help. No, don't be sorry. Not for you, Oishi-san. He would have done even more horrible things to her. Thank you so very much. I guess he can be a nice person sometimes. How's she doing? Coach is looking after her. She was injured pretty badly. Oh, Kuma-chan, what happened to Teppei? We got him. Komiyama-san took him to the station.
So you won't come back to this house ever again?
It's not like he's going to get the death penalty or a life sentence. I don't want to think about this, but he might come back someday. Yeah, well, we won't let him. I'll make sure he can never come back to this village. Oh my, the successor of the Sonozaki family is saying such scary things already. Can't threaten him or anything, you know? I'm not gonna threaten him. I'm just gonna advise him that he should never come back to Hirimizawa or Okinomiya. Otherwise, something terrible might happen to him. I guess the advice isn't too bad then.
So is Satoko-chan free now? Is that really it? Is it over?
I don't know. I think there will be more issues to come. Once Teppei loses parental rights, they'll need to find a new guardian for Satoko. Someone has to take care of her. But there's no need to worry. I'm sure that the Sonozaki family is going to back her up. I'll make sure Satoko is happy.
Irie took Satoko to the clinic. He says her injuries aren't as bad as they look, though.
Really? That's good to hear.
I wonder if she can leave the clinic by tomorrow. I wonder.
I'm sure those injuries will take more than a day to heal.
That's not what she's talking about, me. Tomorrow is the Watanagashi festival.
It's been a really hectic week, but if we can go all to the festival together, I think that would be our happy ending. Oh my god, don't say that! Oh my god, you're jinxing it.
Right? It'll serve as proof that we got our happy world back with our own hands!
Stop! I agree. Sure, Satoko wants to see Kei-chan's auction in action. Yeah, there's still Watanagashi. I told you, Watanagashi is tomorrow. It is the day after this. That's what tomorrow is. Ah, I almost forgot about that.
Satoko will be coming for sure.
Before I knew it, lots of people from the village had joined us. They're the same people who came to the Child Consultation Center to support us. They wanted to know if Satoko was safe. Considering her injuries, safe might not be the right word. However, she is free from the curse of her uncle now. Her emotional scars will slowly heal. We'll be there for her, as her friends. No, it wasn't just us anymore. The whole village is going to be there for her. The ghost of the Dan conflict won't haunt Satoko any longer. It was a very long week. In this 1 week, we united, we fought, we overcame, and we won. It wasn't an easy victory. However, the price we paid was more than worth it. Tomorrow is the Watangashi Festival, the biggest festival in the village. It's a huge event where we worship the guardian of this village, Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama is a god who united two enemy peoples. The curse on the Hojo family has disappeared, and Satoko is truly going to be a part of the village. We'll all be playing at the festival together. This will be a perfect happy ending. Shut up! Stop saying that! Stop saying that! Stop saying that! When our ordinary days were taken from us, we all felt so powerless. But now we have everything back. What else can you call that but a miracle? No, you can't actually call it that. Miracles can be created when everyone works together. What's impossible to do alone becomes possible when everyone joins forces. This is like the end of a freaking, kids episode. Where they just recap the lessons that we learned. What? With everyone's power, we were able to make impossible things happen. And that's only a natural outcome of everyone doing their best together, so it's not a miracle. In other words, it was inevitable. The old legends in this village tell us that Oyashiro-sama made it possible for humans and demons to live together. I'm not sure what that story really means, but I'm sure that Oyashiro-sama made something impossible happen. We can be proud of what we did. I'm sure Oyashiro-sama is proud too. Hey, my bar boy, we did it! You pulled it off! It was worth showing up every day! My supporters cheered me on. They were all glad that Satoko was finally safe. Sense of accomplishment at saving Satoko finally hit us. We hugged each other, sharing praises for our struggle. Until the werewolf attacked. Oh god, it's the next day! Oh god, it's the next day! Oh god, it's the next day! It's the next day! I'm so scared! I've never been more scared than in this freaking moment. Oh my god. Satoko and Rika-chan were already there waiting for me. While the injuries on her face, covered with band-aids, looked painful, Satoko seemed to be full of life. It almost looked as though her wounds were from playing too hard or something. So you stayed at the clinic last night?
Yes, I told him I was fine, but the coach wanted me to keep an eye on me.
Wanted him to keep an eye on me, not me keep an eye on me. That's what the doctor said, then you should listen to him. I see. You were scared to stay at the clinic alone, weren't you? Heard there were lots of ghosts inside hospitals.
Satoko can't sleep without me. Oh, why can't you sleep without her? Why?
That's because Rika-chama is the only one who can give her comfort. No sooner had Shion finished that sentence than a bucket went flying into her face. Satoko started chasing Shion in circles, like they were playing tag. I really missed this rambunctious fun.
I thought I'd never see this again.
I felt the same, but we got it back. We did this.
I think you did the most. It was your idea to go to the Child Consultation Center, and you were the one who asked everyone for their support.
I agree. I think Kei-chan contributed the most. Most people in Hinmizawa know who Keiichi Maibara is by now.
Oh, is Keiichi-kun going to be a popular guy now? Is he?
I bet he'll be incredibly popular. Popular among old ladies, that is. Ah, I really envy him. What does that mean? Mion. I'd be fine with that. If I could divide their ages by 3. Oh my god. Many people were wearing yukatas. It was still June, but it felt more like it was the middle of summer. Like that. Once we finished climbing the stairs, We could see the festival in the crowd, enjoying it. Urude's shrine was packed with people, even the grounds looking nothing like their usual quiet self. Lanterns of various colors were hung about. People were swarming the various festival booths, giving the whole place an unorganized yet pleasant atmosphere. What a crowd! I had no idea there were even this many people in Hiramizawa.
Everyone comes to this festival. I think at least half the population of the village is here.
There's more than just them. The neighboring town councils and youth groups are invited too. You see, we only have a few students in our school. That explains why there's so many kids around today. Hearing the happy cheers of children is the best part of the festival. She's right. I'm in agreement there. There were lots of booths around too. They were by far the best part of the festival. Booths selling takoyaki, yakisoba, shaved ice, apricot candy, sauce senbei, chocolate bananas. There was a yo-yo game, a goldfish game, a shooting gallery. There were countless booths here. Those booth runners all came from the city. You couldn't call it a festival without festival booths. So we're gonna have a battle in every one of them, huh? I'm not going to lose today.
Yeah, same here. Let's do it.
Yellow! Oh, of course, freaking Shion would say yellow. Sorry I'm late. Am I the last one? Everyone's here now, huh?
Once our club gets together, there's no way we can sit back and enjoy the festival.
Of course not. We're doing it again this year. This What's Nagashi Festival for the 6 of us. Will be the battle of 6 evils.
Satoko, there's no reason to hold back this year. Let's enjoy the festival with all our might. Oh ho ho, you don't even need to mention it. I too declare that I will be the victor. Yeah, Satoko.
Yeah, Satoko, you go, girl. You go, girl. Let's put everything that happened before tonight behind us. It's not gonna be that easy, but you know.
Let's play with everything we got. It's been a good week since we all got together.
Yeah. Tonight we're all enjoying the festival to its fullest. Aw, and then the montage. So wholesome. Montage of amazing, wholesome things happening. The fights, the photography, that girl that I can't remember the name of right now. But tonight is the night though. Let's see if both of them are going to die. Well, one die, one go missing. We'll see. Because if they don't, then that means the curse is broken. Right? Unless someone else dies and goes missing. Whoa. As we enjoy the festival, many people call out Satoko. Some of them show concern for her injuries. Some of them express their sympathy, and some of them offer her support. Satoko must have been very happy to hear all that. She says it's strange to see people treating her like this. I think she's just trying to hide her true feelings. I'm sure she realizes just how much the village changed for her. What is this? What? What was that? I've never seen that text, that font in my life. What? Why? Why did it do that? Okay. Alright. My, hello. You seem to all be enjoying yourselves. Hey, Rika-chan. I'm here like I promised. Festival sure has grown into a splendor.
Who's this guy? You know him, Rika? Akasaka's never there when I need him.
Huh? What are you talking about? Did I do something to make you upset? While you were at the hot springs with your wife, things sure's got hectic around here.
Oh, Rika-chan is talking with some strange older guy. I wonder if he's someone she knows. I wonder.
Who is he? Who is he? Introduce him to this old man too. What is happening? When Akasaka showed up, I still believed that fate could be changed through the power of a single hero alone. But that was my mistake. Miracles are not made by one person. They can only be achieved by everyone working together. So it was wrong for me to expect him to just magically change my fate. Even if he had been there for me, I might have been disappointed in him for not being able to do anything. He didn't do anything wrong, but I acted all bitter towards him anyway. I feel guilty after saying what I did. I really shouldn't act this way anymore. I should celebrate the fact that, after so many years, we're together again. Hey, Maibara boy! I heard what you did. I heard about it too. I heard you fought Oreo-san with a sword until she finally gave in. Good on you. I didn't do that. We just had a peaceful negotiation. Still, I'm proud of you. You led everyone and actually negotiated with the center. Hey, I'll give you some apricot candy. How many do you want?
Wow, Keiichi-kun, you're so popular today. I'm sure Keiichi is into older ladies too.
Oh my god.
I don't know what Rika's is trying to say, but I don't even want to know.
People are talking to Keiichi too. The whole village knows about his leadership skills now, especially in how he persuaded Odio. Everyone had been aware for a very long time that they were only treating Satoko harshly because of the tradition formed since the dam conflict. However, Keiichi is the one who destroyed that cycle, and the people of Hinamizawa, both young and old, see him as a hero. I guess that is Rika's narrating? What? Why? The whole village talking about Keiichi. Of course, the auction he hosted ended up being a great success. Though he was shy in the beginning, he put his heart and soul into the show, and managed to entertain all the onlookers. I'm sure Keiichi will bring many more good things to this village. The elders especially are glad to see a heroic young man like him. Also, I'm not able to skip this dialogue, or touch it at all. So I'm trying to read it fast enough that it won't disappear on me. But it's really weird. Oh, it's red. Why is the background red? Frick. I'm scared. Oh, it's the guy who helped us yesterday. Thank you so very much for your assistance. Oh, I should have introduced you to him then. Oh, wait. Introduced him to you then. This is my uncle, Saburo, who's in the prefectural assembly. This is my other uncle, Ken, and he's in the city council. Sorry we were late yesterday. We got lost on our way there. No, you're both great help. I was really impressed to see the power of elected officials. Well, we're chosen to fight in the place of citizens. Of course we're strong. We're glad Satoko-chan is safe. Talk to us again if there's anything you need. We'll be glad to help. They rubbed Satoko's head while they spoke. Oh, this is too happy. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Thank you very much.
There are a number of powerful Sonozaki people standing around the main tent. All of them are people who helped us yesterday. Everyone except Satoko bows out of respect. But just a few days ago, those people had nothing but terrible things to say about the Hojo family. It was Keiichi, of course, who cleared all that away. I'm sure they regret their rudeness, and I'm also sure they'll never discriminate against Satoko again. In fact, they bow to her instead and apologize for all they've done. They promise her that they'll be glad to help her in the future if she ever needs anything. This is actually a happy festival. I don't know. I can't let my guard down. I can't let my guard down. I can't. As much as it's telling me that this is going to be a happy ending, I don't freaking believe it until I see it. Until the credits freaking roll, I'm not believing anything. Until the last tip is shown. You must be proud of your son. Oh no, it's not really a big deal. Hey Keiichi, we're here too.
Keiichi-kun's parents are here. Good evening. Nice to meet you. I'm Keiichi's Meow Meow, Rika.
Keiichi's Meow Meow? Keiichi's little Meow Meow? Oh my god.
Nice to meet you. My name is Satoko Hojo.
So you're Satoko-chan. Such a poor little girl. Look at her face. Oh my god. Okay, don't say that. Don't say that. You can make use of Keiichi if anything happens again. In return, what would you think about modeling for me? Don't. That is probably the worst. Don't ruin this freaking happy no moment with your creepiness. Jesus Christ, man.
Your father reminds me a bit of the coach.
Sorry. Just the kind of person he is.
Still, he seems very nice and fun to be around.
Keiichi's parents are also here at the festival. Since they're parents of a hero, they're getting special treatment too. From what Keiichi says, this has been a good opportunity for his parents to get to know the people from the village. His father is telling people that he'll draw up a picture if the council ever needs a poster for anything. Apparently, Keiichi's father is such a wonderful artist that people have tried stealing his work before. Looking forward to seeing it someday. Looking forward to seeing it because he can't right now because it's an SFW. Because he's a minor. I'm a child. Oh, Hanyu. I'm scared. Get your face out of the screen. Like, remove yourself from the situation. Please, I'm afraid.
This is the best Watanagashi festival I've ever had. Yes, I feel the same way. You've been around a lot longer than me. If this is your best one, it must be mine too. Oh, I think this is the most fun and exciting festival we've had since it became known as Watanagashi. Watanagashi festival only became like this just a few years ago, didn't it? It used to be just a boring traditional ceremony that the Furude family held. Before that, it used to be something different. More like the things that Takano was interested in.
Oh. Yeah. Before that, it used to be something like what Takano talked about.
Oh. Sorry. I'll try not to be mean to you today. Let's go have fun. Both of us. Special night for both me and you.
Okay. Rika has solved the everyone being sad part. Everyone is happy. But she hasn't solved the her getting murdered somehow part. So I'm assuming that's what's gonna go wrong. Because we haven't cleared that. I don't know if Rika's forgotten about that. Hanyu is muttering to herself. We had once seen a world where Shion killed Satoko. Both that horrible world and this fantastic one. They're the same Hinamizawa. People in this world only know that Hinamizawa is a happy place, but Hanyu and I know the truth. We know that there's tragedy hiding behind only a thin sheet of paper. That's why we can appreciate this world in a way greater than anyone else can. Yeah, maybe Akasaka can help, but I think Rika's... Oh god. If Keiichi had lost his mind, today would have never happened. He would have been committing a crime tonight. If it happened to Shion, she would have done the same, and Retta would have beaten her to it by a long shot. That corpse would have been long buried by now. Mion never lost her mind in any of the worlds. Maybe she doesn't have the guts for that? Well, I suppose that's a little mean. There were times when I went on a rampage too, but no matter what, I ended up being killed instead. How pathetic. Either way, it never worked in any world. We could never get our happiness back. Oh no! No! Too fast! Too fast! Frick! Again, it only happened because everyone helped each other. I'm not trying to take credit for anything, but I don't think the miracle would have happened if I continued not believing in it. If I had only gotten on the phone in the end, Satoko wouldn't have asked for help. The miracle happened because everyone tried their hardest. If even one of us gave up, the miracle would have vanished into nothingness. It was Keiichi, even, who told me how easy it really is to change your fate. Oh, now I read it too fast. Okay. There's a meaning to Keiichi's existence here. It might be some kind of message. Thanks to him, I know not only what it means to fight against fate, but how. I'll never give up and accept my fate again. This is the opposite of what Hanyu wants me to think, but I'm sure that Hanyu can make a miracle happen too if she stops giving up and starts believing. I even told her so, but she just goes, oh, and just voids the subject. What? Higurashi when they cry Kai. He received a new tip, a discolored notebook. Alright, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Hold on, I gotta check Steam real quick. It's still, there's one more achievement. There's still another achievement. Let's look at the new tip. A discolored notebook. Watch therefore, for ye not know what hour your lord doth come. What? But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not that the Son of Man cometh. Even God does know when he will descend once more. He is constantly prepared for that day to come. Have faith in your God at all times. Your God doesn't even know when he'll see the light. Do not spare any effort. Study hard every day. Have the passion for discovery. You never know when you will be rewarded. That day will come for sure. Until then, you must let the fires of your passion burn bright. Hifumi T. Who? Is that a real person? Is that a real person? Is that a real person? What? I'm so confused! I haven't read all the tips! There's still more! There's more! It's not the end! Why is it acting like it's the freaking end? It's not! There's more! Oh, I'm so scared, man! I'm so scared! Oh, why is there more? Wait, can we just end it here and say it's done, it's over, I finished? But... we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Oh no! Ah! No! I don't want to see these freaky people! Oh my god! Yeah, I remember you telling us about that. Well, why? Why do you think Takano-san and I will be murdered? My. Frankly, it would be an honor for us to be the victims of the 5th curse of Yashiro-sama. As I expected, they didn't really take me telling them that they'd be killed on the night of the festival seriously. They did keep their promise to tighten up my security after I showed them the ritual storehouse. However, they hadn't given one thought to their own safety. Oh well. Like I said, I didn't expect them to believe me. If they were willing to take me seriously, I could have easily changed their fate a long time ago.
I'm only going to tell you this one more time. Tomitake, you're going to claw your throat out and die. Takano, you're going to burn to death on top of some mountain.
I'm going to claw my throat out? Like the terminal symptoms of L5? How do you know what freaking L5 is? How do you know? What? Don't worry, I took the shots. I don't have the disease. What happens to me is horrible too. I'm going to burn to death on some mountain. He was in the meeting. In his military- Right, I forgot. Whoops. Oopsie daisy, I forgot he was there. Because he looked different, okay? Did you have a dream about that?
I just want both of you to be careful, at least for tonight. Please listen to me, even if you don't really believe it.
Did you have an ominous vision about some danger befalling us, perhaps? Don't worry. You're under the protection of the mountain dogs. You've had 8 security guards watching you today. Oh, so she's still protected. Oh god, Lord, yes.
Thank you very much. I know I'm being protected, but I want you guys to be careful too.
Thank you for your concern. We'll be fine. I've even been working out. I think I can protect myself. Tomitake flexed his biceps and smiled. He's probably trying to make me feel better. But all he really did was make me feel sadder. This is the sad part about being me. I know the future, but I can't tell them. It's as if that was a rule of this world. People tend to not believe what I tell them.
But you're going to die. If Tomitake and Takano die, I'll be killed next. The 2 of you are dead. Who will protect me?
Sounds like you had a horrible dream. Don't worry. Even if we die, the mountain dogs will still protect you.
Are you really sure that they would? They've never protected me before.
That's not true. They saved you when you got in a fight, remember? They're watching you at all times. Of course they're not on all alert at all times, but just as you requested the other day, security around you is still extremely strong. You even had a better security team than Dr. Irie.
They'll keep on protecting me even after you die?
Of course. You're the most important person to us. So you're sure that we're getting killed tonight? That's too bad. If you have no intention to survive, then...
Wait, if you have no intention to survive, then I only have to worry about myself.
My words must have left a mark on his heart. He looked much more serious after I said that to him. Good grief. Okay then. I'll be extra careful tonight. Take a security guard with me when I'm going back to Okinomiya.
I think someone might attack the 2 of you if you're alone together. Make sure not to be alone with each other tonight.
My, are you jealous? You're just you're such a what is that word? Precocious. I don't know. You're such a girl. Like I thought, I can't change their fate. When we saved Satoko, everyone shared the same sense of urgency. That's why we all got together and saved her before it was too late. However, these two have no sense of urgency at all. How can I make them understand? I sighed and gave up. No! After all this, after everything you've learned, you give up. Rika. Rika.
Tomitake, Takano, goodbye. Thank you for everything.
Hey, wait, Rika-chan. I had nothing else to say to them now. Instead, it might be worth talking to someone else. If I could get someone else to protect them, I might be able to change something. I can't give up yet. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, got it. Fate is as thin as a piece of paper. It's just like the lid on the jar of jam. It's not going to open unless you believe it will. I have to believe that I can change my fate. If I don't, it's not going to change.
Tomitake-san and
Takano-san? Are you sure about this? I've told Irie about this so many times in the past. Irie tends to listen to me more seriously than Tomitake and Takano do. However, that doesn't mean he can actually do something about it.
I'm the shrine maiden of Oyashiro-sama, and I have a bad feeling about this. Is that not good enough a reason?
Haha, I understand. No, you don't. If you're laughing, you don't understand. Might be a message from Oyashiro-sama. If that really happens tonight, it would be the 5th time in a row. I'll tell the two of them to be cautious too. All Irie would end up doing would be warning the two of them, which is exactly the same thing as what I did. In other words, it wouldn't matter in the least. Irie is just a researcher. He has no ability to deal with unexpected trouble. That's why Takano works for him after all.
Please talk to them. Please.
Who else would treat me seriously? Who else would be able to prevent Tomitake and Takano's death? That's right. There's one man who's been fighting the curse of Yashiro-sama with all his might. Oishi-san! Oh, it's Furude-san! I've been looking for you. Akasaka-san wants to say goodbye.
I guess he and I are not meant to be.
You're still upset about last week. Yeah. Akasaka-san really regrets that he wasn't able to help you. Said he'd love to come back to Hinamizawa again when he next has vacation. Awkward way to say that, but... But his wife took it personally. She's pretty, his wife, but she can be scary too.
Oishi, I have something important to tell you, but no one else believes me.
What's the matter? Spoken to him several times in the past too. He usually takes me pretty seriously. However, after they die, he starts suspecting me. That's why I stopped talking to him. Where did you hear that? Where at the festival? Told him that I heard somebody talking about murdering them in the crowd. Yeah! Yeah, that'll get him worked up. Yeah! Oh my god, that's perfect. That way, he might not be suspicious of me after the murder really happens. Oh my god. Tomitake-san is not from around here. With Takano-san, that makes 2 people. One is going to die and one is going to disappear. This could be the 5th year's curse of Oyashiro-sama. I can't take this as anything more than a rumor, you understand. But just in case, keep our eye on the 2 of them tonight.
I think they were saying they were going to attack them. They were going to attack them somewhere between Hinamizawa and Okinomiya. Tomitake's body will be found on the road leading out of the village. What I remember, Oh wait, no, she's just talking to herself. What I remember, he's discovered where the concrete road turns to gravel. I see. I'll have a cruiser patrol around there. We can spare that at least. He agreed to get involved, but he wasn't suspicious of me either. Sure seems odd to people that Oishi actually believed this phony-sounding story of mine. The thing about Oishi is that he strongly believes that there's no smoke when there's no fire. I've learned from experience that he tends to believe my information. However, the personality of his has caused me so much trouble in previous worlds. Of course, there's no question why he's so eager to believe me either.
This is his last chance to expose the curse of Yashida-sama before his retirement. Even if it might be fake, he still wanted to believe it. That was convenient for me, since I couldn't show proof. Hey, Kuma-chan, you read? Can you read me? Can you hear me? I have a cruiser patrol the road back to Okinomiya. No, it's just a precaution. I heard a rumor that something bad might happen around there tonight. Yeah, 2 officers should be fine. Thank you.
Thank you. No one else believed me, and I didn't know what to do.
It's my job to believe these things. Just be glad if nothing happens. Be happy to swing and miss. Well, that's what my late colleague used to say. Besides, it's even worse if you ignore what you're told and don't take precautions, you know? I see. That's his way of thinking about things. That's why he believed me without question. Hope he won't consider me a suspect after they find their bodies tomorrow. Oh my god. I shouldn't worry about that now. I can still do more. Who else should I talk to? Should I talk to my friends? Can't give up. I should at least try. No way. You heard someone talking about that? On the day of the festival? That's so wrong. You mean the curse, right? You're talking about the curse of Yashida-sama that might happen tonight?
Yes, it happened 4 years in a row. Lots of people think it's going to happen again tonight, too. What they believe is their business, but it's not nice for them to talk about Tomitake-san and Takano-san like that. I think you should talk to them about it just in case, I think. I already did, but they didn't believe me.
I bet they didn't. It's too late if something really does happen. I think you should talk to Oishi-san.
I already did.
Huh? I'm kind of impressed you've done all that, Rika-chama. I agree that they should take every precaution, especially tonight. A series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa, commonly known as the curse of Yashida-sama. I really don't want them to keep happening every year. Somebody might end up imitating it, and it's bad publicity for the village, too. So if nothing happens tonight, it means the curse is over, right? We should definitely make sure nothing happens then.
What can we do? Are you suggesting that we should patrol around the village or something?
I think patrolling might be even more careless. Do you really think we can do something about this? For starters, there's a chance some deviant is trying to imitate the serial murders. Might be within the Watsunagashi Preparation Committee. So let's be wary of any unfamiliar faces. Oh wow, that's an accusation.
It's easy for us to tell strangers apart from the locals. We can spot them right away. I think we'll be fine.
But
Tomitake and Takano will still be killed. Rika-chan. Alright. Let's try to do whatever we can.
I agree. We can't protect them all night, but let's stay with them at least until the festival's over. As long as we're there, the bad guys won't be able to do anything to them. I couldn't tell if they really believed me or not, but they listened to me at least. Decided to keep our eyes on Tomitake and Takano and protect them for the rest of the night. I guess I've done everything I can now. Though it's hard to believe that this is enough to prevent their deaths.
I just have to hope nothing's happened when I wake up tomorrow morning. Do you think you can prevent Tomitake and Takano's deaths, Rika? It might be impossible. Their deaths might be a bell that portends my doom. Oh. But Takano told me earlier that even if they die, the mountain dogs are supposed to keep protecting me. They might bring in more squads from Tokyo too. Even if they die, the situation will be different this time. What if it still doesn't work out? Then I will just have to die. Anyway, I'm not going to give up until the very end.
Wait, who's talking? Rika, probably?
I'll struggle to my very limits. I won't give up and spend the rest of my time drinking wine. Do whatever you want to do, Rika. You still believe that nothing is going to change, Hanyu? I don't believe anything. It's only fate.
Oh, so she heavily believes in fate and that nothing will ever change.
Keep getting hurt because I have hope, huh?
I'm an actress trying to get up on stage. Hanyu is a real bystander. We have very different opinions when it comes to this.
Rika, no matter what happens, don't give up. Sounds like you're convinced that nothing is going to change. Lately, the things you say have been pissing me off.
Oh, 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 oh. Ooh.
Oh.
I understand. Hanyu keeps telling me to not get my hopes up because she cares about me. Because I hope to defeat fate, I get hurt when that hope is betrayed. The more I get hurt, the closer I get to losing my mind and disappearing. For Hanyu, that means losing her only friend. Losing me is probably the most unbearable thought for Hanyu, and she has to live alone, unable to communicate with anyone else. I now believe that fate can be changed. Even when I didn't have that faith, I still believe that eventually I'd find a way to get out of this maze. Perhaps Hanyu knows something I don't. It might just be a goldfish inside of a fishbowl. There might be no way for me to escape my fate. Stuck alone inside of a fishbowl, yet every day I knock on the glass, believing that I can break it someday. Hanyu keeps telling me that I'm wasting my time. If I get hurt and die, she would have to survive all by herself inside the fishbowl. With that, I think I finally understand our difference of opinions. Hanyu has lived for much longer time than I have. Because of that, she understands the laws of this infinitely spanning world better than I do. No matter how much I refute Hanyu, I can never refute the truth. Even so, I still have to believe in my own faith. I believe in a spear that will pierce the wall of fate. My faith will make that spear sharper than ever. I found Tomitake in the crowd and struck up a conversation with him to keep him around as long as we could. However, as soon as the festival ended, they tried to leave. They left now, I'd never see them again. Miyun tried insisting that they stay at her house for the night, but Tomitake refused. Everyone tried various ways of stopping them from being alone, because the murderer might be around. However, we eventually started to believe that they wanted to be alone for adult reasons. Oh my... Oh, okay. And I wound up suggesting that we shouldn't interrupt the two lovebirds.
Don't worry, Rika-chan. Tomitake-san is a man after all.
Okay, don't be sexist.
I'm sure he'll do anything to protect Takano-san.
Is that so? Something happens, he'll rescue me, right? That's the plan.
Well, we really should go now. It's getting pretty late.
Thank you for your concern. Don't make any assumptions. I'm heading to the clinic because I left something there. Takano-san has the key, so we have to go together. Oh, I didn't know that you're going to be- that you were into playing doctor. No! Ah! Oh! Mion! Nah, I think he's more into playing gynecologist. No! Oh my god. Good job, Mion. Crash, bang, wham.
Oh, I wonder how they play doctor, I wonder.
You don't want to wonder that. Don't hit them just because you feel embarrassed. As for you two, stop only getting along when you're making dirty jokes. Goodbye, everyone. I really am just going back there to get what I forgot. Don't follow us, okay?
Oh. Tomitake, please be careful. I do think you're overreacting, Rika. Wah.
Everyone laughed when Satoko yawned. Seemed like a good time to call it a day. Doesn't feel like I was able to change their fate. I just hope that they pay attention, that they're prepared for whatever faces them. I still might have a chance. All I can do now is pray. Well, I mean, Rika could accompany them, like, in person, all the time, until they get to Okinomiya, and then just go back, you know? That would be crazy, but you could, you know. Goodbye, Tomitake-san. Please show us the pictures you took next time.
Make sure you wear your punishment shirt.
Man, I'm so jealous you get to spend a night with a pretty lady. Woo, woo. Keishi, you're 13 or 14 or whatever. Come on. See you guys again. Guess it'll be in fall. That's if we don't get killed tonight. Good night, everyone. Good night. That was the best I could do on the night of Nagashi. She tried her best. She really did. And I applaud her work. Please tell me what happened this night. This is like a box with a cat inside. Please tell me what happened this night. I don't even know if the cat is alive or dead inside the box. Please tell me what happened this night. The cat in the box is dead. Huh. Okay. Huh. Huh. Okay. Tomitake gathered up his paperwork and slipped it inside of his bag. They sure were persistent. Wonder if they really want us dead. How rude of them, huh? It was only a dream. Please make sure that Dr. Irie examines Rika-chan. Her nightmares might be a symptom of something. If anything happens to her, it would be a disaster. Takano touched Tomitake's hand gently. He turned a bright red. Takano moved in closer and spoke. The way she acts is just too sexy, Tomitake thought. Oh my... Oh no! Oh, frick! Okay. Hey, Jiro-san. I have something very important to tell you. Will you listen to me? What is it? You have something to tell me too? I hope you didn't see me claw out my throat in a dream. What would you say if I did? Takano stared at him with a mischievous look, as if seducing him. Started whispering into his ear. I'm really surprised. That girl might have a godlike power after all. What does that mean? Takano smiled gently and pulled back her hair. What is she, a freaking witch? I'm scared. Even seeing her do that made Tomitake's heart race. I really like you. That's good to know. Takano's fingers curled around Tomitake's chin, stroking, tickling, and caressing it. Her movements were very captivating and seductive. I've dated a lot of guys, but none of them interested me as much as you. I've learned that someone with a personality like yours makes the ideal partner for me. You're willing to accept everything I stand for. I believe that you understand me completely, so I can give you everything I have. I want you to accept everything about me. Do you understand? Well, Takano-san, what's the matter? Her voice didn't really sound that affectionate. Tomitake knew from experience that he couldn't grasp what was on her mind when she wore a cold smile like that. Finally, it's almost here. It seemed as though she couldn't wait for something to happen. I'm scared. I'm scared. There was a chilling allure to her strange smile that made one question if something exciting was really about to happen. What's almost here? Oh my god, we're in the POV of Tomitake? Tomitake asked, trying hard to resist the temptation. The day my dream comes true. Your dream? Yes, my dream. Didn't I tell you before? Or do you forget about everything we talk about in bed? What? No, I remember. Your dream? Tomitake's response was vague. Either he didn't remember or he hadn't understood it very well. Finally, the curse of a Yashiro-sama is going to come true. That's what I've been dreaming about ever since I was a child. Jiro-san, listen. I can't be with you anymore. What? What do you mean? You see, I belong in a different world. Hinamizawa is where humans and demons once coexisted. That's why we meet each other here. But all that is going to come to an end soon. The eclipse of the sun brought humans and demons together. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's a demon, and he's a human. Takano-san, did you drink a bit too much at the festival? You're drunk, right? Tonight is the night of farewells. Thank you for teaching me about the sunlit realm. Your warmth was like the glow of the midday sun. We really did have a wonderful relationship. I'm so sad that we have to say goodbye. She pulled herself away from Tomitake and slowly stepped back. as if signaling the time had come for them to part. I don't know what you're trying to say. What's this all about, Takano-san?
I want you to make a decision. I want you to decide to stay with me and abandon the sunlit realm. What you told me was all true? Then I know you have no doubts.
At that time, Tomitaka understood Takano was asking him to make an important decision. Could it be your... Oh, Pergonanant? Pergonce?
That's right. Jiro-san.
Oh, what? What a freaking weird way. No, that's not true. That's not true. That is not true. It's not true. What is she talking about? Tomitaka got up from his seat and looked Takano straight in the eyes. There was a faint glimmer of hostility within those eyes.
Is your work more important than me? I thought so.
Can't believe this. I trusted you. What? His words were ones of rejection. Takano's lips twisted into a cruel smile.
Well, Yashiro-sama united the humans and demons, but I guess he can't unite you and me.
Takano slowly opened the door. 6 men in overalls were standing there at the ready. Tomitaka was frozen in shock. 6 men walked up to Tomitaka with no expressions on their faces. It was immediately obvious that they were going to do something to harm him. What is this all about?
Hinamizawa syndrome is like a bomb with a lit fuse. Your plan is to dismantle that bomb before it explodes. However, there are some people in Tokyo who want to see it go off.
What? Finally, it's named, though. Hinamizawa syndrome. No! What good will that do for anyone?
Nobody ever does anything that isn't beneficial to them. Therefore, if they want that bomb to explode, it must be doing good for someone. Your question is just now, is a pretty meaningless one.
I can't believe this. There are people who want that to happen. Hinamizawa syndrome is a very dangerous disease. You know that as well as I do.
I do. It would be a disaster if it had an outbreak. Tokyo wouldn't be able to cover it up either.
Did that faction bribe you?
It was actually my mission from the very start. I'm so sorry. We belonged in different worlds from the moment we first met.
What are you going to do to me?
It'd be a great help if you came over to our side. Of course, that would mean you'd have to betray your own people.
Expecting me to turn on them?
Jiro-san, your feelings for me are real. Will you support me? You'll be compensated, of course. If you wish, I'll dedicate my whole life to you. I'll do whatever you want me to do, whenever and wherever you want. My body will belong to you. You can dominate me to satisfy your needs whenever you like. I'm willing to be all yours. Hey, don't you want to dye this body of mine in your stead?
Oh my god! Her words were a kind of assault, directly hammering at the emotions men had difficulty resisting. They were like an evil spell to control his heart. On hearing them, Tomitaka felt an unknown sensation rush up his spine as his feet froze in place, entranced. However, he forced himself to resist the temptation. He sealed the cracks in his walls of reason to stop Takano from forcibly entering his heart. Ugh. I refuse! She had known from the start that Tomitaka was going to refuse her. Even so, Takano let out a triumphant laugh. It's funny. She thought Tomitaka would refuse right away. However, it took him a while to refuse because of how effective she was at seducing him. The time it took him to refuse her was one of victory for Takano. Tomitaka, it was a time of humiliation. Takano continued to laugh. She sounded rather like an evil witch.
I thought you would say that. That's why I love you so much.
Takano raised up her right hand and gave a signal to the mountain dogs.
Okanogi-kun? You're betraying me too?
Oh wait, Okanogi-kun! You're betraying me too? I'm sorry, Lieutenant Tomitaka.
Are you surprised? The mountain dogs work for me.
It was us who controlled this clinic all along. You and Dr. Irie are the only people who didn't know. Shit. Tomitake moved into action, sensing the danger that was about to befall him. His fist thrust out like quick as lightning, knocking one of the men down before he could even blink. However, the other mountain dogs certainly weren't going to just stay there and watch. They all attacked him as one. Tried to strike back with an elbow, but he simply couldn't overcome the difference in numbers. Tomitake tried his best, but soon enough the mountain dogs had wrestled him to the ground. Damn it! Let go! Let me go! Stop struggling already. Ugh. They pinned him down so he couldn't move an inch. Impressive, Jiro-san. You fought pretty well considering you're up against 6 people. Takano walked over and smiled while looking down at Tomitake. Hey, Jiro-san. I know you're going to refuse, but let me ask you one more time. Will you change your mind and join my side? Never. I'll never join with you. Ugh. That's what I wanted to hear, so I could sever all my attachments. Takano was holding a small case in her hands. She opened it, showed Tomitake what was inside. What's inside that syringe? Oh, come on now. I'm sure you know what it is. No. We destroyed all of them. Jiro-san, let me guess what you're thinking. Even if this is what you think it is, you should still have immunity because you took the vaccine. Isn't that what you're thinking? That's why you're not scared, right? Well, let me tell you something nice. That vaccine you took before you came here was a fake. You may not have noticed, but you're already an L3 patient of the Hinamizawa syndrome. Jiro-san, you have a tendency to look away when you get an injection. That's not very smart. You should always make sure of what you're getting. Shit! Let me go! Tomitake struggled to get away, but he simply couldn't move. When seeing his sorry state, Takano laughed with glee. I'm sure you know very well about H173. You'll become infected instantly, and will virtually become an L5 patient. You saw how the experiment turned out, no? The subject was explaining extreme irritation in the neck and armpit areas. Based on our past studies, patients with L5 suffer from extraordinary irritation in their lymph nodes. It might be an antigen-antibody reaction. In other words, Jiro-san, you're unlucky. You might be able to die just as Rika-chan predicted. Are you going to kill yourself or become disabled for life? Which would you prefer? Which one, Jiro-san? Stop! Stop! It's going to be difficult to give him the injection like this. Put him to sleep, please. One of the men covered Tomitake's mouth with a towel soaked in some kind of chemical. Tried to fight it off with all his might, but his strength eventually left him and became quiet as a beached whale. The perception, the POV is never in third person. Is it? Ever? Why is it in third person now? Takano stroked his face to make sure that he couldn't resist. And he brought the needle towards his neck. She pushed it right into his skin. She squeezed down on the syringe plunger. The skin surrounding the tip of the needle swelled up, and eventually the contents were absorbed into his body. Goodbye, Jiro-san. When you wake up, you'll be in the middle of a wonderful nightmare. The mountain dogs finally got off of him. He couldn't even twitch. Someone put him in my trunk. 2 of the men lifted up Tomitake and carried him outside. Oh, hold on. I'm sure he'd be happy if I left him his bicycle. That way, he can enjoy cycling in hell, too. The mountain dogs all quietly laughed at the joke. No, they didn't. They were like, We're not going to commence Operation Doomsday. They stopped laughing as she began to speak. Okanogi, you wait here for the contact from headquarters. Keep your eyes on Dr. Irie. Also, keep tabs on Rika Furude, too. I don't know what kind of power she has. She predicted how Tomitake was going to die. Very curious about her, but too bad. Roger. Take care of things here. Please be careful on your way. There's not much to be careful of. By the way, where's Dr. Irie? Sure he's attending the festival's after party. He's still at the shrine. Wish I could see the look of panic on that nerd's face. Mountain Dog started laughing again, too. Takano checked the time on her watch. It was nearly 10 p.m. Most people must have left the festival for home. Those people still there were probably enjoying the after-party while getting drunk inside the shrine. It's a good time for her to leave without being seen by anyone. I'm leaving now. I'm going to go and die. After saying that, she left the clinic alone. Yeah, I'm thinking that she faked her death. I don't think she faked her death in any of the past timelines that we know of. Well, there's one. There's one that we know of. When we saw Takano, but she was supposedly dead at that time. So that explains that, if she just faked her death all this time. So, there was one timeline that we saw that happened. And it really, I can't remember what POV we were in, but it really freaked them out that we saw. Yeah, it was Shion, right? They went to the storehouse with Shion on, like, the Watsunagashi night. And at that time, Takano was supposedly already dead. So, you know. After saying that, she left the clinic alone. She left through the back door. She left amid the moonlight, singing of insects and the sound of a river. It's a typical night in Hinamizawa. While enjoying all these sensations, Takano got inside her car. Namataka was sleeping inside the trunk. His bicycle, on the other hand, was loaded into her back seat. Hee hee, how ironic. Your bicycle has a better seat than you. Oh, dude. I'll let you out of there soon. Should leave him by the road that leads to Okinomiya. That'll be a good spot. Takano found a good place to drop him off. She gave up on it, as there was a police cruiser parked in the area. She figured that they were probably patrolling to make sure the 5th year's curse didn't happen. Good job, officers. No one would ever suspect that there's a curse packed in my trunk right now. Takano drove onto less lit streets with rougher roads. Eventually, the mountain road ended. She was surrounded by darkness. There were rice fields nearby. She could tell by the sound of croaking frogs. Takano parked her car by the pitch-black roadside. She had to stop here, otherwise she'd be too close to a residential area. Indeed, she was nearly in Okinomiya. She would have dumped him earlier, but the police cruiser had foiled that plan. Takano pulled Tomitake out of the trunk and left him by the road. She also left him his bicycle. Tomitake let out a small groan. Probably wouldn't be long until he woke up. Goodbye, Jiro-san. Your awkward sweet talk was very entertaining. Wish I could hear it again. You'll be waking up soon. At that time, you'll be in the final stage of L5. After a futile struggle, you'll meet with a miserable demise. I wonder if you really are going to claw your throat and die. I wish I could be here to see it. Your mysterious death and my disappearance will complete the 5th year's curse of Yashiro-sama. The story of the curse of Yashiro-sama will be firmly established. You should feel honored, Jiro-san. You're going to be part of history. You might be losing your life here, but in a way, you're going to live for eternity. Hee hee. Hee hee hee. That was her last farewell to Tomitake. Takano got back inside her car and started driving. And, if you remember correctly, in Chapter 3, when Keiichi murdered the uncle, Takano gave Keiichi a ride back to his house, and Jiro-san's bike was in her car. So that means Keiichi got in the car with her when Jiro-san was in. Oh my god. His body was in the trunk while Keiichi was in the car. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy Jesus Christ. I can't. Oh, that is so... I realized it as I was saying it. Oh my god. And you know what's crazy? Is that I remember something about the car and the trunk. And I'm pretty sure I joked about her having a body in the trunk. Oh my god, Jiro-san! Oh, poor freaking Jiro-san. Oh, frick, Tomitake. Oh. Takano got back inside her car and started driving. You can see the place she left Tomitake in her rearview mirror. It was already shrouded in darkness. Now where's she going? Where the frick is she going now? Takano drove through the main street of Okinomiya and made a few turns, heading for the dark mountains in the distance. It's been a while since she left Hinamizawa. It's almost midnight. She might have already made it to the neighboring prefecture. It's difficult to tell, because she couldn't really see anything in the darkness. Takano stopped her car in the middle of all that. After turning off both the engine and the headlights, there really was nothing but darkness surrounding her. As if the time itself had stopped. Takano wasn't sure how long she waited, but eventually she saw the headlights of a car blinking twice. Bro. Worry about the friggin' people with epilepsy, Jesus Christ. She blinked her own headlights back at it. Soon she saw several people walking toward her. Two men wearing blue overalls knocked on the window of Takano's car. Obligingly, she opened it. They looked over her face and the paperwork they had in their hands. Hello. Oh wait, hello, I'm Takano. I'm Takano. After confirming her identification, they called someone over the radio. Hello, we've got the lady. Anyone following? No one's after you. You're clear for 400 meters. Nobody's following us. Your work is much appreciated. Just come with us to the command vehicle. Take your paperwork. Paperwork is inside the trunk. Here's the key. I do need some coffee. Could you get me some? The command vehicle was a trailer with a bunch of high-tech communication equipment inside. The light of the electric equipment shone beautifully in the dark. Here's your coffee, Major. Another man in blue overalls offered her a paper cup. Major? Major Takano? Thank you. What's going on with my corpse? They finished setting it up in the Gifu prefecture. Gifu? Did I burn to death in the mountains of Gifu? Not sure about the cause of death. I'll confirm it with someone. Operation Doomsday. That was the name of their mission. The goal of the operation's first stage was Takano's escape from Hinamizawa and the extraction of 18 specific classified documents. The goal had been completed. Assassinating the liaison from Tokyo, Tomitake, was also one of the goals. That one had also been completed in the way Takano had planned. He was not killed in that way just because Takano had wanted to see it. It was intentionally planned that way so that the office in Tokyo would be suspicious of the IDA Institute. They're trying to create the story that the Institute was upset with the recent budget cuts and the cancellation of their study. Tomitake's mysterious death would be a suitable way to persuade people. Tomitake was not the only one who was expected to die. Takano was expected to do so as well. However, Takano didn't really need to die herself. They had acquired a substitute body for her, so she didn't really have to die. Takano had no idea how they got the body. According to what she heard, Team in Gifu took care of everything. Once Tomitake and Takano were dead, Tokyo would definitely grow suspicious of the IDA Institute. The main purpose of this mission was to make the Institute look reckless. Sorry, Major. It's been a problem in Gifu. A problem? What sort of problem? They made a mistake with the corpse. The body had already been dead for 24 hours. Oh, that makes sense for everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. That makes sense. Everything. I see. What's that supposed to mean? It means that you're already dead yesterday. You were already dead yesterday. Takano's body was supposed to be selected from the corpses of people who had died the same day. The plan was then to burn the body and make identification of the corpse more difficult. They'd found a suitable body for the plan. However, they just found out that it had been dead for over a day. Gotta create a hole in their plans. We're going to collect another body to use instead. No, that's fine. We can still use that body as me. Huh? But that would mean... The messenger of Yashida-sama was long dead, but came to the festival regardless. It's a good one. It's a very, very good one. Takano laughed with satisfaction for a while, but the people in the vehicle couldn't understand why Takano was laughing so much. Takano continued to laugh as if it was the funniest thing she'd ever heard. Go ahead. Call the team in Gifu and tell them to stop looking for another body. I think this will make for an interesting twist. Are you sure? Shouldn't you be more cautious? Don't worry. Everyone saw Mio Takano walking around at the Watanagashi festival. Even if the forensics lab does find out that the body's been dead for more than a day, they'll just think that the test results were wrong. Takano almost seemed to be enjoying the risk. Roger. I'll notify them. By the way, is my body burned inside of an oil drum? Yes. Seems someone already discovered it on the mountain near the freeway. Takano seemed surprised to hear that from him. Then she started laughing strangely again. Nobody could figure out why she was laughing like that. I see. The reincarnation of a Yashida-sama really is gifted. I have to admit, she has a supernatural power that defies explanation. Tell the mountain dogs and Hinamizawa to tighten up security on R. Roger. Major, the Okinomiya Police Department has discovered the body of Tomitake. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh my god. They have, huh? Show's about to begin. Oishi-san, Dr. Irie has arrived. Oh, thank you for coming. What do you think, Dr. Irie? Oishi entered the area, enclosed by a blue tarp. And there, people from forensics were taking pictures of the dead body from various angles. Irie was squatting down next to the dead body of Jiro Tomitake. He stood up. He was as white as a sheet. Can't believe it. Yep, I can't believe it either. As far as I see, flat out his throat. With his bare hands. This isn't a normal way to die. Most likely, some kind of dangerous drug must have caused it. Are you saying that he was a drug addict? I don't know, was he? It's going to be my job to find that out. Wish-san, what's this 2x4 doing here? I think he was swinging it around, and then he threw it away, and had more fun clawing out his throat, I guess. Why was he swinging around the 2x4? Probably did it in self-defense. Did you notice there were several external injuries on his body? Yes, I can see some bruises. The easiest explanation I can think of is this. He was attacked by someone on his way home to Okinomiya after the festival. He was seized by the culprit, given a shot of some kind of dangerous drug, went crazy, and died. Never heard of any drug that can make people claw out their throats. I'm not an expert on it either, but they say that self-harm is one of the terminal symptoms for drug addicts, right? I don't know that. Well, I'm sure old man in forensics will take care of the investigation. Excuse me, Oishi-san. I found a bicycle believed to belong to Jiro Tomitake a mile away from here. Oh, is that so? Thank you. Did you find anything on it? Not yet. We're investigating it right now. So that means the place where the bicycle was found is most likely the place he was attacked. And he ran away from the culprit and came here. She frowned, crossing his arms in front of his chest. He was looking at the miserable corpse of Tomitake, and he kept saying the same thing. It's impossible. It's just impossible. Irie knew right away that Tomitake's death was caused by the terminal symptoms of Hinamizawa syndrome. He hadn't swung the 2x4 at a real person. Probably saw some kind of hallucination due to the L5 symptoms. Violent reactions to hallucinations are one of the clearest characteristics of the terminal stage. However, Tomitake supposedly took a vaccine before he came to the village. There's no way he could reach L5 symptoms in such a short period of time. Irie didn't want to believe it. It was obvious that someone intentionally injected him with the pathogen. The pathogen must have been strong enough to give him the L5 symptoms immediately. Only drug that can do that is H173. Chemical weapon that induces the acute onset of symptoms. Makes people hallucinate, which inevitably leads to a horrible death. It's the worst kind of demon. However, they had destroyed all of it due to its dangerous nature. All that was left were helpful chemicals, such as vaccines and treatment drugs. Hold on a second. Isn't all of this what Rena found out? Right? Takano purposefully gave Rena the documents, let her read it, because she knew that no one would believe her. Because this is very, very, very close to what Rena was talking about. Because I remember in Operation Doomsday, and the whole government thing and covering up in the EDA clinic, and it's basic, it's almost a 1-by-1. So Rena was right. We should have listened. That's crazy. All that was left were helpful chemicals such as vaccines and treatment drugs. Tomitake was their liaison from Tokyo. Whoever killed him must have had full knowledge about him and this drug. How would that person know he was their liaison? It was then that Irie thought of Takano. Takano is also a watchdog from Tokyo. She's something like a superintendent. It's quite possible that something bad had happened to her too. What about Takano-san? What happened to Takano-san? What? Oh, are you talking about your nurse? I think she was with him. Is she okay? Do you know her phone number? Of course. Kuma-chan, get her phone number from Dr. Irie and have someone at the station call her home. Understood. Doctor, can I have the number? Yes, here it is. Kuma guy got the phone number, repeated it to make sure he got it right, and dashed out of the blue tent. Doctor, Takano-san and Tomitake-san were close friends, weren't they? Yes. Have you heard about any troubles between them? No. Not even once. They were very close friends. Tomitake and Takano weren't just in a close relationship. They were coworkers sent from Tokyo. They had access to information that even Irie didn't. There's no way there was trouble between them. Well, I hope she's alright. In worst case scenario, she could be dead or she could even be the perp. I see. Nurses do have access to dangerous drugs, don't they? We don't have any drugs like that in my clinic. Even if we did, we'd store them with extra care. There's no way Takano-san could smuggle out a drug from my clinic. But it's easier for nurses to do it than for regular people, right? Like I said, I've never heard of a drug like that, and I don't even have anything like that in my clinic. Irie made clumsy excuses while he tried to piece together what was going on. However, Irie had no means of knowing the state of affairs in Tokyo, and he couldn't reach any further conclusions. So it was easy to laugh at him, as though he's a frog trapped in a well. Oishi-san, she isn't home. Standby unit says they're going to her house to check. Doctor, can you give me her address? Kuma-chan, can you also check if the police headquarters has found any unidentified female bodies tonight? Maybe we should check with the other prefectures too. Get the section manager to call all nearby prefecture headquarters and ask them if they have any unidentified female bodies. Yes, sir. The Okinomiya Police Department is contacting the Gifu Prefectural Police Department. Are you sure about this, Major? Sure. I don't mind. Just leave it there. Doomsday has almost arrived anyway. Everything will be destroyed before they even find out the time of death doesn't match. What? What do you mean? They are going to unleash the drug upon all of Tokyo! Hee hee hee. Huh? I'm so confused, actually. Higurashi when they cry kai? Bioterrorism! Yippee! The day after Watanagashi, Oishi showed up at our school. It isn't uncommon for Oishi to show up here today. Interestingly, he always asks to see the most key person in that world. He asks for Keiichi in the world where he gets sick. Oh, I see. He always asks for the most key person in the world. Okay. He asks for Rena in the world where she gets sick. In this world, he asks for me. Did
Did Tomitake really die?
Yeah. The way he went was pretty strange, too. Like he was on drugs and hallucinating. Clawed out his own throat until he died.
Couldn't prevent it?
Nothing I can do now. I knew this was going to happen. Sure, Takano was dead, too.
And Takano?
I have bad news about her, too. She was found burned to death in the mountains over in Gifu Prefecture. Based on the condition of the body, she was choked to death before the body was burned. It's a tragic story, no matter how you look at it.
I know what you're thinking. You think I know something about what happened to them.
Heavens, no. I only have one question. Who would talk about such a disturbing plan at the festival where anyone could hear?
You think I'm involved in this murder?
Well, I wanted to suspect you, but I don't. If you were responsible in some way, you wouldn't have given me the hints you did. At the very least, I'm sure you're not involved with the people who killed them.
I'm glad you're not suspicious of me.
Oishi threw a 10-yen coin into the offering box and shook the bell in prayer. Please let us solve the mystery of Hinamizawa this year.
Are you trying to get me involved in your investigation?
I was just talking to Yashiro-sama. Oishi is well aware that people call me the reincarnation of a Yashiro-sama. It must have been his attempt at the joke.
I'd like to see the curse disappear forever, too.
Well, that means we both want the same thing.
I made a prediction about where you might find Tomitake's body. Didn't you have a police cruiser nearby?
Yeah, I listened to your prediction and had a cruiser patrol the area. Place where the concrete and gravel roads meet. It's on the very border of the village. It's very dark there at night. It always seems like if something bad were to happen, it could happen there.
So where did you find Tomitake's body?
Found him dead near the rice fields, near Okinomiya. That's not where his body is usually found. If he was fated to hallucinate and die, he would die in the exact same spot, whether the cruiser was there or not. Just because the cruiser was placed there, Tomitake's body was found in a totally different spot. In other words, the existence of a police cruiser disrupted that fate. Anyway, there's something else I found very interesting. I told the officers in the police cruiser to check every vehicle that passed by. As it turns out, one of the cars that was headed toward Okinomiya's after the festival was Takano's. Takano lives in Okinomiya. It wouldn't be strange for her to head back home after the festival. However, she was the only one inside the car. Tomitake wasn't with her.
Tomitake always comes to Hinamizawa on his bike.
Then she could have loaded his bike into the trunk and given him a ride, but he was not with her. However, his body was found among the rice fields near Okinomiya, past where the police cruiser was patrolling in Hinamizawa. They've connected the dots. How they've connected them because of Rika. They connected them.
What are you saying?
There's no way he could have biked through the dark woods to avoid that police cruiser. He somehow took the road without being noticed by us. Rude-san, can you tell me what you know about the relationship between Tomitake and Takano?
They're dating? That's all I know?
Find it hard to believe that Takano would drive back home alone in the dark without her boyfriend. What if she had Tomitake in her trunk? She was planning to dump his body in the woods. But because the cruiser was in that area, she had no choice but to pass by and dump him on the side of the road. Both Tomitake and Takano were sent here from Tokyo. I have no idea what their real identities are. I can't say that Takano had no reason to kill Tomitake. However, I've never considered that possibility before in my life. Takano killing Tomitake? But why? Can't think of any reason. Nothing comes to mind. It's hard to imagine Takano was cornered to the point where she had to kill him. In fact, it was more plausible to think that she was enraged when the lovesick Tomitake acted cold towards her, and she strangled his neck.
Never really thought they suited each other.
Oh wait, I never really thought they suited each other. I don't mean to insult Tomitake-kun, but I thought Takano-san was way too smart for him. Oh, that's crazy. Imagine how you must feel knowing that someone you trusted for 1,000 years is betraying you. Yeah. It's just... yeah. The possibility never came up. I don't know. Have you heard any rumors that she was trying to use him for anything?
None. But I can ask around. I'll let you know if I find out something.
Thank you very much. Just glad that the reincarnation of Yashiro-sama is on my side. But even the reincarnation of Yashiro-sama couldn't solve this mystery for over 100 years.
But you said Takano was killed too. How can she be the culprit?
Well, it's because you leaked me the information. I mean, the prophecy. Without that, I'm sure I would have just believed both Takano and Tomitake were the victims of the 5th year's curse of Yashiro-sama. I feel like it's different this time. Maybe as though this is someone trying to make the curse of Yashiro-sama happen.
So you really think that Takano-san is the culprit?
Basically, this is what Oishi is trying to say. They're not both victims. The culprit is also pretending to be a victim. It's really hard for me to believe. Can't think of any reason why Takano would do something like this. Oishi only feels the way he does because he doesn't know her as well as I do. For another thing, how can he explain that Takano's body was found? Didn't the police in Gifu Prefecture identify the body? For a charred corpse, the easiest way to identify them is by their dental records. Although, according to the old man in forensics, they're still not 100% sure. Besides, there's a contradiction within the estimated time of death. It just doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Well, test results show that she was dead the night before the festival. Apparently, they inspected the contents of her stomach and such. At the time of testing, they already had information about Takano. They knew that she was at the festival that night and realized that the test results didn't match up. So they just dumped the results and decided to make the dental records alone. These things do happen every once in a while. However, if Takano really is the culprit, his body might belong to someone else.
Is it possible to do something like that?
When a body is burned, dental records are the only way to identify it. It may sound too much like a mystery novel, but what if, for example, someone faked Mio Takano's dental records? They were skillfully forged. We could have the wrong ID. Anyway, the Gifu Police Department has made up their mind that the body belongs to Takano. Within police departments, we sometimes have issues with fake false test results. That's how most fake false charges are made. Feels like, to me, like this is one of those times.
So you think Takano is still alive?
Since last night, both Mio Takano and her car have gone missing. That body found in Gifu isn't Takano. This is going to be very interesting indeed. So does that mean she loops around and kills Rika? Because, like, this has nothing to do with Rika. It has nothing to do with any of her friends. She just wants to freaking live her life. And Takano comes over here like, ooh, I'm gonna commit bioterrorism because, we love science, or whatever. Okay. He had already heard about the deaths of Tomitake and Takano. Seemed like both the clinic and the office in Tokyo had flown into a panic over it. It's funny how they make such a big fuss about their own people when they don't care about what happens to other people's lives. It would get in the way of their research. Takano's subordinate, Okinogi, was in the room. Okinogi is the leader of the Mountain Dogs. Came here to make sure he's still willing to protect me. Oh no. Oh no. Based on past experience, they tend to lose interest in protecting me after Takano dies. Yeah, of course she doesn't know, but she doesn't know how she dies? She doesn't know who kills her, but she dies.
Okinogi, Takano is dead, but am I still safe?
Don't worry, Rika-san. We still keep up the tight security around you. You don't have to call the police. Guess this is part of that tight security? Must have been listening to my conversation with Oishi.
Oishi told me something. Is it true that Takano isn't really dead?
Rika, you shouldn't have said that! Rika! She just ratted them out! Oh my god. That can't be true. Gifu Police Department made an official announcement that Oishi is retiring this year, isn't he? Sometimes he makes up stories because he's desperate to solve the curse of Yashiro-sama. You shouldn't pay attention to anything he says. Well, he's not wrong. This year is Oishi's last chance. Because he's so desperate he's developed a bad habit of listening to every rumor he hears.
What's your opinion about this, Okinogi?
Right now they're still investigating, so I can't say anything. Knowing the relationship between those two, I think it's clear that this was done by someone within the organization. I glanced over at Irie as I listened to Okanogi speak. It seemed that whoever he was talking to over the phone was accusing him of killing them. Irie was frantically trying to prove his innocence. Aww. Soon enough, he hung up the phone. And that's why Irie kills himself. Oh my god. And then she kills the entire village with the chemical. And that's why Keiichi didn't die, because Keiichi wasn't there. He was off the bridge. Oh my god. Irie looked upset that he was under suspicion after working so hard for the organization. Oh, Rika-chan. Sorry for making you wait.
Seems like you're in big trouble.
Just as you heard. Sounds like there's some big conspiracy behind their deaths. People in Tokyo think I'm the one who's pulling the strings. Good grief, I have a lot of questions as to how they figure that. I rarely ever saw Irie get so emotional. Must be feeling as though all of his effort is just being repaid with injustice. However, it's just the fact that Irie was trying to fight against the budget cuts and downsizing of his research team. Tokyo's thinking that could be his motive for killing them. In any case, everyone in the organization is suspicious. Okay, if he's upset with budget cuts and downsizing of research team, why would he murder people about it? Wouldn't that make it worse? I don't think... Oh my god. I understand how scared you must feel. People who attacked Takano-san and Tomitaki-san could be after you too. People in Tokyo are also concerned about that. We got the order to tighten up your security. Don't worry.
I'm very relieved to hear that.
This is the first time the Mountain Dogs have ever tightened up my security. I usually become so busy keeping tabs on Irie after Tomitake and Takano's deaths that they end up ignoring me. Even though they're dead, I'm still in a pretty favorable situation. We are being attacked. Give me more budget for defense. True.
So do you have any idea who killed them?
People in Tokyo are investigating that now. Based on the situation, it's clear this was done by someone within the organization. I guess I'm their prime suspect.
You're the only one who could kill Tomitake like that.
That's not true. People in Tokyo are discussing the possible use of H173. That drug was destroyed when the research was cancelled. It's impossible.
However, they have no choice but to suspect you in this case.
Mr. Tomitake? What? Since when are we doing Mr. and Mrs.? Tomitake-san even took a vaccine before he came here. But he still got infected. It must just be an extremely unlikely coincidence. Anyway, it's just not possible. Irie is usually a very calm person. Once the people in Tokyo start suspecting him, he often loses his mind.
Do you think Takano might be the culprit? She's someone within the organization.
Takano-san? No way. As he spoke, Irie also started to realize that everything could be explained if Takano was the culprit. I don't know how to persuade him that it's the truth. More than anything, people want to hear a motive. Not who did something, but why. Knowing that probably isn't as important as it sounds. After all, you never know the motive unless the suspect talks. Guessing about the motive is just a waste of time. In other words, it's stupid to assume that Takano isn't the culprit just because I don't know what her motive is. What is this, freaking Danganronpa? Oh my god. Rika-san, you can't say something like that without any proof. She was very nice to you. How can you suspect her after all that? Upon hearing me be ungrateful toward its boss, Okanogi flashed me an unpleasant smile. It's true that Takano was very nice to me. Might be disrespectful of me to suspect her. However, I still can't trust her completely yet. Perhaps I've developed the same bad habit as Oishi. I'm believing every crazy theory I hear just because I'm desperate to escape from my fate. In any case, something bad is going on around here. We need to be careful.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. We received an order to tighten up your security too. Irie smiled bitterly. For him, their protection wouldn't be too different from stalking. Rika-san, make sure you don't give up too much information to the police. I think you understand, but you could create a problem if you talk to them about our secrets. He was implying that he'd have to kill anyone I talk to. Isn't the first time they've warned me about this. It's just, what if Takano really is the culprit? She is, and Okinogi is most certainly involved too. It makes sense that he wouldn't want me to suspect Takano. But that would be horrifying. Takano was my enemy, and the mountain dogs were too. The whole clinic is a lion den. Irie is just a researcher, so he probably wouldn't know what's really going on. The more I thought about it, the more confused I got. Why would Takano do something like this? But I just convinced myself that the motive shouldn't even matter, but I can't stop thinking about it. Is Takano really behind it all? Am I going crazy as Oishi just because of how badly I want to solve this mystery? Perhaps. The mountain dogs are more like wolves looking after a flock of sheep. I've lived for over 100 years. Never once found out who killed me, and I stayed close to the Irie Institute so that they'd protect me. What if that was my big mistake? Well, sure that Irie has no bad intentions. For many lives, I got to see just how genuine his feelings are. I can trust him. However, he's not really reliable. Okinogi glanced over at me, smiled and told me not to worry, but I noticed an evil glint in his eyes. It's possible that I have Hinamizawa syndrome, and that was just a hallucination. I don't understand anything. I don't even know who my enemies are anymore. There's no point in thinking about this any longer. I have to only trust who I know I can trust for sure. There are only a few of those people, though. Irie, Oishi, and my friends. Okinogi is on Takano's side. He'll be watching me very closely. If I started accusing Takano of anything, who knows what they'd do to me? When this world first began, I thought I had no time left. But that wasn't true. The number of things that happened in just 2 weeks was immense. Probably only have a few more days until the day of my death. What can I do? How can I change this? Am I supposed to just take Hanyu's advice and resign this time? No. Do not resign. Do not give. Do not give up. Yeah, she's been missing since the night of Watangashi. Rika? Or
Could it be the curse of Yashiro-sama?
it's freaky that this happened 5 years in a row now. Nimizawa's a small village. Rumors spread fast here. Besides, she's Shion, Mio, and Sonozaki. She would have found out this yesterday, even if the police were trying to hide it. My friends were all talking about the mysterious death of Tomitake and the disappearance of Takano. People in this village are very superstitious. No matter what happens, they conclude that everything is the curse of Yashiro-sama. Which makes it very easy for people to get away with murder. Past incidents don't matter to me either way. All I'm interested in is the current one. The culprit of this case will probably kill me too. 2 days have passed since Watanagashi. Today's Tuesday, June 21st, 1983. At the earliest, I'll get killed on the night of the 22nd. That is, tomorrow night. The day of my death is always different. I always end up getting killed. The day when it happens varies. Because the culprit has their own reasons for that. There's only one thing I'm sure about. Based on my experiences, I'll live for sure until tomorrow night. After that, I'll have to live with fear of getting murdered at any moment. Still, there's no real reason to be afraid. When I wake up, I'll be in a brand new world again. I can never remember how I'm killed, but I'm not that afraid of the killing itself. Just frustrated that my life is about repeating the same things over and over like a broken record. How does Hanyu not see how she dies? Hanyu could easily tell her. However, at present, I'm frustrated. Classmates just expect that their peaceful days will continue forever. I couldn't feel that way. I feel frustrated and full of sorrow. Because I really don't want to die.
It's tomorrow night. Are you ready, Rika? How foolish of you to even ask. What makes it look like I am?
Hanyu's trying to warn me that I might get killed tomorrow night. As though she already knew it was going to happen for sure.
You worked very hard, Rika. This life's Watanagashi was the best festival I've ever had. Didn't you feel that way too?
It was fun. It really was fun. Satoko had band-aids all over her face, but everyone was there together. It We kicked up a storm. Want this world to continue forever. Can't accept that. This world is going to end tomorrow at the earliest, and within 1 or 2 weeks at the latest.
I'm sure your next life will be just as fun.
I hate Hanyu. You can't... You are actively working against everything Rika stands for. How is Rika not seeing this? That she is actively, like, wanting bad for her.
So this world is over and done with? This is such a happy world, but just going to end like that?
All my friends are alive and happy. Keiichi doesn't feel alone, and Rena's family is happy too. Mion and Shion are getting along, so are Shion and Satoko. The issue of Satoko's uncle has been resolved. She's no longer treated coldly by the other villagers. This is the best world I've ever experienced. This world is going to end.
Rika, you think of yourself as a normal person too often, when we're both special beings. Every child wants their birthday party to continue forever. But the party always ends. That's why children always wish for their enjoyable moments to continue for all time. That doesn't mean they'll grieve over a party that's ended. Once they sleep, another day will come for them. Something wonderful will happen again. No one disappears like Cinderella once the party is over.
Dude, she's literally getting Rika to accept the time loops as just a way of life.
What a way for you to describe my view on life. You're like a child who's crying because she doesn't want to leave the party. There's no need to feel that sad, is there? There'll be another party again soon. You still hate to go through another death, but it's only like sleeping for a while, isn't it? Hanyu, don't you want to see what lies beyond June of 1983? I would be lying if I said I didn't, but I'm more concerned about you being consumed by that thought and getting hurt because of it.
Oh my god, I hate her so much. Oh my god, Hanyu. Oh my god. Holy...
You just don't understand. Without you, I'd have to live for such a long time without anyone to talk to. And I'll only be able to stare at the festival without being a part of it. No one will be able to see me. No one will be able to hear me talk or talk to me either. Do you have any idea how miserable and lonely that will be?
Yeah, she literally does not care about Rika at all. She's so freaking selfish. She just wants her to stay forever. Yeah, that's it. But I finally found you.
Rika. I can't survive without you anymore. But I can't just die like you can either. I have to live alone until the end of time. I have to be alone until someone like you shows up again. I don't want that. I can't stand the thought of it. Hanyu. Rika, please take back that heartbreaking promise you made. I don't want you to give up if this world doesn't work out for you.
Hanyu, I'm sorry. I'll have to think about it for a while. I want to do what I can until the end. When that happens, I can decide what to do. I think there's still some hope. I can go on living. If I feel desperate enough, I can just give up. Might not be ultimately a bad thing to repeat June of 1983 over and over. Perhaps I might be blessed with another fortunate life someday. Hanyu nodded with a little satisfaction after hearing that, sensing that my feelings were starting to lean the way she wanted them.
What's up, Rena?
Oh wait, what's up, Rena? Are you plotting to take Rika-chan home with you? What, am I Keiichi now?
Hey, Keiichi-kun, don't you think that Rika-chan seems to be feeling down?
I don't know. She still might be tired from doing that dedication dance at the festival. Rika-chan was sitting all by herself, wearing a sad expression. I'd said she might still be tired from the festival, but that wasn't really how it looked.
Satoko-chan is free now, so I thought she'd have a spring in her step. She's been acting weird since yesterday. Wonder if something's going on.
Satoko's issues are all settled now. There shouldn't be anything that's troubling her anymore. We thought Satoko and Rika-chan might not be able to live together if they found a new guardian for Satoko. That problem is almost solved. Either the Sonozaki family or the Kimiyoshi family will become our guardian. Mayor Kimiyoshi is already Rika's guardian. Sonozaki family gets custody. Satoko will officially become Shion's little sister. Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, I had no idea why Rika-chan was acting so upset. I think we should ask her what's going on.
Why I don't want her to think that we're insensitive. But I guess you can ask her. I guess.
They're saying that it's okay for me to be insensitive? Rina laughed and stuck her tongue out at me. I walked up to Rika-chan and struck up a conversation. Perhaps something is still troubling Satoko, and we just don't know about it. If that's the case, we need to help her. You don't look so good. Is anything weird going on?
Oh, Keiichi.
Rika-chan had been daydreaming, and it took her a while to realize that I was talking to her.
Do I look upset or something?
Kind of. Is anything the matter? Took her a while to answer. The long silence had to mean yes.
Keiichi, there's a poem that I want you to listen to. Don't ask me who wrote it. I just want to know what you think.
Alright, let me hear it then. Rika-chan closed her eyes and recited a short poem. It went something like this. Everyone has the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to receive. Everyone has the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to fulfill. I have the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to compromise. Compromise? With other people? Or... It's a pretty interesting poem. Did you write it? Oh, I'm not supposed to ask that, huh?
No, you're not. What did you think after hearing it?
Everyone has the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to receive. I understand that. Everyone does have the right to be happy. Oh, do you recognize Rika's poem? Is it the poem that appeared at the beginning of one of the chapters? Because it feels familiar in that way. But... And if I remember who wrote it... I don't want to say. But maybe I know. Not saying. Because I know. I don't know. I'm guessing. Well, I don't know if I know. You know? Like, I think something, but I don't know if that's it, and I don't want to say it in case that is it, and I'm spoiling. You know? I don't know. That doesn't mean that everyone can receive that happiness. Everyone has the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to fulfill. This one is a little harder to understand, but exercising that right probably refers to the process of finding happiness. Everyone has the right to work hard for their happiness. It's not that easy for that work to bear fruit. I have the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to compromise. She's trying to talk about compromising your happiness. There's no limit to human desires. You can never stop wanting more. That's why people need to make compromises on their happiness. At least, that's how I understand it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. She was trying to say that we should be satisfied with what we have. Sounds like a positive statement. Also a negative tone to the way it's presented. I think this poem is reflecting the feelings of the writer.
I think so too. So what else did you think?
She wouldn't admit it, but I'm sure Rika-chan is the one who made that poem. It's reflecting on how she's feeling. I'm not that smart, but even I can understand that. I thought it was a sad poem.
Sad?
I understand the first two lines. Everyone has a right to be happy, but not everyone can become happy that easily. I think those lines are describing the difficult parts of our lives. The last line is different. Making compromises is the same thing as giving up. The writer of this poem has given up on their happiness, compromised with reality, trying to convince themselves they're happy.
Trying to convince themselves they're happy, you say?
With plenty of regrets, too. Everyone can become happy with enough effort, but she thinks that she can't. The poem reflects her hopelessness. It's very sad.
Then, Keiichi, what do you think she should do?
She shouldn't give up.
She shouldn't give up?
The writer of this poem already knows how she can be happy. Something that she deserves. She's been thinking about how to become happy for a long time. She really wants to be happy. She shouldn't give up. Remember, we overcame a desperate situation in only a few days. We all work together, we can make a miracle happen. You saw it with your own eyes, didn't you? What's troubling you? Talk to me.
There's something I want to talk to all of you about. But if I do that, you won't be able to live in this village anymore.
What? Huh?
Happiness for me would be to see what's beyond June of 1983, together with all of you. It wouldn't mean anything if I lived beyond this June without you.
You won't be able to live in Hinamizawa anymore? Why is that?
They'll kill you if they find out I talked to you. So I can't say anything.
What do you mean? They'll kill us. You're being threatened by someone? The word kill is not something that most people use casually. I was shocked to hear it coming from her mouth. Keiichi, way better at poem analysis than I was at 14. Yeah, maybe he... I mean, he has grown a lot from his previous school, you know? So maybe he has a lot more self-introspection than I think a 14-year-old would have. Like, if he was 15, 16, then it would be a lot more believable, but, you know, maybe a 14-year-old can be this smart, who knows? Young Sheldon, young Keiichi. So I couldn't help but raise my voice. I don't know who's the enemy and who's not.
Oh, I don't know who's the enemy and who's not. The only thing I know for sure is that someone is going to kill me.
Wait, Rika-chan, talk to me. What the hell's going on? Is Teppei threatening her? No, that isn't possible. Police arrested him, and beside that, the Sonozaki family told him never come back to the village. There's no way he could contact Rika-chan in order to threaten her. And even if that somehow was the case, Rika-chan could just talk to Mion and everything would be taken care of. Based on her expression, it seems like this is way deeper than that.
I'm sorry. If I talk, you'll be dragged into this. If I lose you, I have no more reason to survive. I just can't talk to you about this. I'm not going to compromise my happiness.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. You sound just like Satoko did a few days ago. Oh.
Like Satoko?
Yeah. I think it's better to be patient. Forgot the courage needed to fight. You sound like that. Weren't you the one that told Satoko to be brave over the phone? My words clearly hurt Rika-chan's feelings. She bit her lip and went quiet for a moment.
If I talk to you, you might get killed too.
Well, I don't want that. If we don't do anything, you're going to get killed, right? And we don't want a future without you either, Rika-chan.
What?
You may not want us to get involved, but likewise, we don't want to lose you either. We welcome the struggle. Besides, you know how powerful we can be together. I'm sure we can solve anything if we all work as one.
Not even our combined strength can solve this problem.
You don't want to talk to us because you don't want us to want to drag us into it, right? What you're saying is, you want to die without telling us anything?
I guess that's what I'm saying.
Don't think that being patient is the same as being brave. Remember the courage to fight. You can come talk to me at any time once you organize your feelings. We'll help you. You can count on us.
Thank you.
Rika-chan was wearing a sorrowful smile. I could tell that she appreciated my sympathy. I don't know why, but Rika-chan is troubled by something. A matter of life and death for her. She can't even talk to us about it. At the very least, she won't talk to me.
How was it, Keiichi-kun?
Is Rika-chan troubled by something? That doesn't happen very often. Satoko, it's going to sound strange, but is there any chance that someone is threatening Rika-chan's life?
What? What in the world are you saying, Keiichi-san?
Rika-chan was the village mascot. People worship her. No one would even try to kill her. What's this? What are you guys talking about? When I talked to my friends, the stranger it would seem that someone would try to kill Rika-chan. Everyone was even more confused than I felt. Rika-chan didn't talk to me about what's troubling her, but I'm sure that something very serious is going on with her. She really trusts us. I'm sure she'll talk to us soon. Believe everything she tells us if she opens her heart. Okay? They all looked at each other and nodded. Huh? What? Higurashi when the cry. Please didn't receive a new tip. Another discolored notebook. What? From... What? What? There's no achievements left. What do you mean that's it? Another discolored notebook. Son of God promised that he would be resurrected within 3 days. Sinful men guarded his grave to make sure he would not wake up. That was foolish of them. It meant that his spirit and his lessons would be resurrected, not his physical shell. Do not be afraid of physical death. If you achieve great things, you will live again. You'll surpass death and become immortal. A demon took the Son of God to a cliff and told him to jump off. He claimed that if he was really a son of God, a miracle would help him survive. He tried to challenge the Lord. The Lord challenges humans, but humans may not challenge the Lord. The challenge is to suspect. Suspicion will speak words of evil into your ears and it will make you falter. Do not doubt your own achievements. Do not doubt your own life. Do not doubt your contributions. Do not let others criticize your achievements. It's the same as doubting your own life. Ifumi-T. Who is that? Who is this? What? Okay, maybe there is more. What? Is that Takano? Hifumi-T? No, that's not Takano. But apparently there's more? Amen! No! Hold on. This guy on YouTube knows. Lion, is there more? Or is that it? Because if there's more, I'm gonna stop tonight. Well, I'm gonna stop right now either way, but I need to know, is there more? Because if there wasn't more, it would just go to the beginning. So yeah, there's gotta be more. There's gots to be more. Even though there's no achievements. There's more. Okay, there is. Okay, well, it's confirmed. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just play it next time. I did not know that. I always see the length of the chapter based on the achievements. And there's no more achievements, so what am I supposed- what the- That's insane. But thank you guys for coming and listening to Higurashi, Minagoroshi, almost the end. I thought it would end, but it's not, so, you know. Have a good day, or have a good bite, and I'll see you guys next time, sometime in the near future, or far future, some future. Bye!